There we go. What time do I usually start streaming? I usually start streaming at like 12, but I had to go live at 1 because I literally woke up at 12 after being out all night. Um, but I also, I did go live at like 1, like 1:15, and then I had to restart. I had to like wait. So I guess that's okay. What is happening? Just trying to get my live to work. Just trying to get it to work. Hey, Lo, how old are you? How old are you? How are you? Jesus, I'm glitching out today. Okay, the hangover is hangovering. All right, I'm like low energy. You got married yesterday? Marvel hero themed wedding. Like the actual wedding, or like the procession, or like the whole wedding? Top tier nerds. That's what it's all about. Did I restart? Yeah. Jesus Christ. The whole wedding. Marvel theme. That's funny as fuck. That must have been a ball. How was it though? Was it good? Was it to your expectations? Should have came. Damn, where was it at? I would have popped up for a second. I would have popped up, annoyed all the guests, and then left promptly. Anyway, y'all. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me. Turn on that bell. Remember, we are just looking for debates. Also, if you support Trump, feel free to join the guest request. We are just looking for debates. Why are my nails looking like that today? What's going on today? What's going on today? It's pretty good. So everybody, what did everybody dress up? How was my day? I just woke up, so it's kind of just started. It's all right. Am I even educated enough to debate about Trump? I would believe so, because as I've been doing it for like a year. If you would like to find out, we can have that conversation for sure. I don't. Why would you? Why? I would have to ask why you felt the need to ask that question. Oh, where in Japan are you going? Someone asked if you drink water. What are these questions? Yeah. Tashika, did you piss today? Like, what are we talking about? Do I often change the debate prompt? No, not really. Since the Kamala Harris campaign, I've mainly just been, I've mainly just been doing like more political based topics. Before I did like a little bit like more like socio political or just like social or, education based topics. Like when I say education based, I mean more like, whether or not certain things should be taught. Um, things like LGBTQ, such as that. But yeah, I literally have like no energy. Every time Tashika has to wear a shirt and Angel loses its wings. I'm not even. I'm not. Did I get another? There's. Hey man, wait a minute. There's no way. There's. There's no way. Actually, there's actually no way I got another violation. Is it because of this? I am actually gonna lose my shit. I'm actually chat. Actually, I'm gonna lose my shit. Actually, I'm getting rage baited. I'm getting rage baited. How old are you?
19.
Where year were you born? Is it this? Hold on.
2005.
Hold on. When did you graduate high school?
Last year.
Okay. Hold on. Is it this? Boop. That? Was it that? I just want to help people out. Anyway. Yeah, so why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because he cares about issues that I care about, like immigration.
Okay. Donald Trump cares about immigration?
Yeah, like illegal immigration. I believe that it's a big issue in our country, but Kamala Harris,
It's not how you
out
say her
of
name.
Kamala Harris and the
It's
other
not how you say her
candidates, I
name.
would see that Trump would take a stronger stance on immigration.
Taking a stronger stance on immigration doesn't mean that he's necessarily better for immigration itself. So, what are his policies that tells you that he's better for immigration?
Yeah, so we've seen with the big beautiful bill that ICE agents and the Border Patrol and Customs have been given more funding, and we've seen that he's conducting these ICE raids and at this high volume. And I would say that I agree with this, and I want this to even be more
How does
powerful
this
and
actually
impactful.
benefit the country? How does like overspending on ICE raids to people who, because I want to let you know this, right? Because the amount of money that we're spending on these ICE raids are literally making it so that we are less likely catching, like we're less likely to be catching like and convicting actual criminals, right? He's actually making this country more dangerous by doing a broad sweep of every single immigrant that comes in here illegally and not specifically targeting those who are actually harming the American citizen by distributing illicit substances, by being part of gangs and things like that. He's making it so
Yeah,
that we are
so
less likely to grab. I'm not done speaking. He's making it so that we're less likely to catch and prosecute these people. So how does that actually benefit the average American person if he's like mainly attacking those who aren't committing crimes?
like no, so every single person who comes into this country illegally, like crosses our border, is doing this, against the law. So
I
if
think you
we,
know how disingenuous that is. There's a difference between
so
like a
every,
person
so
committing a misdemeanor when they come across the border and then actually like committing a crime like rape or murder or all of these things. But like actually just crossing the border in and
no,
of itself is not what
which
makes a
would be
person like a
easier?
bad person.
Would
He
it
is
be
making
easier
it
to,
so, one second, he is making it so that we are not catching the actual bad people. That's what I mean, since you're so
no,
hung up on what
every
a
bad
crime
person
is.
is somebody who commits a crime and violates the
That is
sovereignty
not.
of our nation.
That's not true at all.
Okay, wait, okay, I'm
You
gonna
think a
ask you a
person?
question.
I'm sorry. One
Is
second.
it
You think?
is it
Stop talking
easier
for a
to
second.
catch?
Stop
Okay.
talking for a second. Do you think a person who's being threatened by a gang and wants to protect their family? Do you think them like stepping foot into the country makes them a bad person when they're trying to protect their family, or are you like a
Wait, so
simpleton?
you called me disingenuous when you just tried to
You
swip the
just said
narrative?
every person who commits a crime is a bad person.
No, I said like, yeah, well, actually, yeah. Anybody who obviously
Okay, so then a
deliberately
person who
wants to
is trying
violate
to
the law.
protect their family is being threatened by a gang in another country.
No,
Do
because
you
there's legal
think they
means.
are?
There's legal means to come into this country
Oh,
if
so
you're being
they
threatened by
have
them.
time to go through the legal means that take like what
Um,
at minimum a decade.
in minimum a decade. Well, both of my parents, my entire
I
family
don't care about
are
your parents. I
immigrants.
didn't
Yeah.
ask about your
No, wait.
parents.
So you're having a conversation
My
with me.
parents are
So
immigrants as well. I don't know why you're telling me about this
no,
anecdote. I'm
no,
asking you to
I'm just
operate with
no, I'm just giving an
you are.
example. You
I
said
think you know you're being disingenuous because I
no.
asked you
I'm
to
not being
operate within.
disingenuous.
I'm asking you to operate within the hypothetical, and then you just went to like a random ass anecdote, as if you're
No,
not also talking to a person who is the child of immigrants. Okay, so actually operate within the hypothetical and be good faith, please.
no. So you said that somebody who comes inside this country because they're being threatened by gangs is like a bad person, but no, that's not
You
like
said that.
what my
You that's
wait. So you're cutting me
unironically what
off
you
and you're
said.
complaining when I cut you off. So
Oh,
you
because it's
have
my
to
life.
keep cutting me off because I'm making
But
sense. So you
you're
know I'm
not
making
making
sense. That's
sense.
why you have to talk over me.
If you
Yeah. So why don't
if
you let? No.
gaslighting me
If my point,
if gaslighting me is what's going to help you win your argument, then like you can do that all you want. But
point
you have quite literally said that anyone who commits any crime is a bad person, and then you refuse to operate within the hypothetical that I've given you because you are disingenuous. And I think you know that. I think you know that
you
what you're saying is inherently
no, you don't
contradictory.
have to break the law to be running away from gangs. You don't have to. There's no such thing
These
as I
people on
have
our
to break the law to
these people.
get
Well, there
assistance.
is such a thing. I think you just might have a very narrow worldview, but that
No,
is very
there's
much a
legal
thing.
means like be seeking asylum. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know what you're
Oh,
talking about. Like I
oh,
have to
I'm really
violate the
the.
law
I'm
to
sorry. Okay, so
escape
the
the
overrun asylum
criminals.
system that is a lottery, and then the like super long process of legal immigration, really, that takes like a minimum of a decade.
Asylum's not a lottery.
Okay, so when so it's I would say that it's more like a lottery, right? It depends on where you
No,
get
no.
in the
So now
line.
you're lying. Now you're
I
switching
don't see why that
terms. Now
would.
you're doing
I don't
all
see
of
why that
these.
would be a
You're
lie.
doing all these mental
It's a
backflips
chance of
because
whether
you
or
can't
not
engage.
you'll be able to like. It's a chance of
You're
whether
not
or not you'll
able
be
to do
able to
anything. That's
get
why you
in or
have to keep
not.
muting other people.
Most of these
If
people
my
get
point was so
denied.
bad, you wouldn't have to mute me.
No, I'm muting you because you're talking and you're not making any sense.
No, no, you talked over me like numerous times. But
I
anyways,
spoke
I'm
over you
saying that
because you're not engaging in what I'm saying. So I'm going
no,
to have to
you're
talk over
not.
you and
You're
mute
doing the
you.
exact opposite. You're misinterpreting what I'm trying to say. I'm saying
Okay,
that
so
if you're
okay,
deliberately
let's go
coming inside
back
this
since you
country,
don't
violating the law.
know. Let's go back since you don't know like how this works, okay? So, is a person who commits a crime a bad person? Any crime.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so a person who's trying to protect their family and brings them to the US not via legal means because they don't have time to wait 10 years or wait to get a
There's no
court date
such
to
thing
seek
as
asylum.
10 years,
I'm not
waiting
done.
10
I'm
years.
not
That's where I'm
I
disagreeing with
know
you
people
because
who
now
have
you're
had to
making up
wait
fake things. You're making
That's
up
not a
fake
fake
news.
thing at all.
No, it's fake
I'm
news. So if it's taking
What are
10
you
years,
talking about?
wait,
I know
so
people
I think,
who had to wait 15 years to
cool,
get
wait, so you didn't
citizenship.
care about my story, but you're talking about other people. Who are these people? So you're bringing up random individuals
You
that I
can
have no
literally
idea who are
look this
that.
up, but you're saying that it's fake news and it's like a very falsifiable
You
thing.
said it takes decades to come into this country to
Yes, it
escape a
can
gang.
take like
There's no such
15
thing.
to 20 years. Yes.
15 to 20 years. Well, I know that this is not the case for any single person inside my family. So this is not my
That doesn't
experience. This is
mean
not
that
your
it's not
experience.
a
So
thing.
wait, so it's
I'm not basing it based off of
not
whether or
your
not it's
experience.
my experience. There is
Not
empirical
your
data that
experience is
goes
not
over
my
this.
experience. It's not any single person that legally who
That
does
is
this process. It's
demonstrably
not.
false. That is demonstrably false.
It takes 20 to 15 years
Yes,
to come
it can
inside this
take up
country.
to two
That's fiction.
decades. That is not fiction. I
It is
don't know
fiction.
I don't know what to tell you. Do you want me to grab like people like immigrants who have had to wait that long? Do you want me to look that up for you? I don't know why you're denying such
Yeah,
basic
so
knowledge
if
about
a country is
immigration.
overrun by gangs, I believe that it's the responsibility of that country. Like, let's say, for example, Guatemala,
If they're
Honduras, or
overrun by
Mexico.
gangs, why
Wait,
don't you
no,
think that
so
the
you're cutting me
government is
off. Like, I have
also
no
That
way
doesn't
of
make any
having this
sense.
conversation with you.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, so like
There's no
if it is
way
the
for me
case
to
that
just
they're
talk.
overrun by gangs, don't you think the government is also corrupt?
Yeah, so I would say that if we see that it's a country like Honduras, Guatemala, and all these sort of things in the South America that are, overrun by gangs, I would say that it's the responsibility of Guatemala,
Of
Honduras,
the
and
corrupt
Mexico
government.
to take responsibility over their cartels. So let's say for El
It's not their
Salvador,
cartels, but if it's the
Bukele did
case,
a beautiful job. Bukele is arresting criminals, and it's safer. They can have parades on the street. This would
right,
not be a thing.
when that is the case, okay, people aren't gonna leave the country. But if it is the case that these people are fleeing a corrupt government, then why would they stay there in the meantime and just wait? What would typically take like decades to actually clear up this level of crime? Why would they wait for that? People don't wait. They don't have time to wait. I don't know what you're not grasping here.
Oh, so, yeah, so I don't have time to wait in line, so I just can cut it whenever I want to.
If
And
it's a
I,
if it is a life or death situation, I think these people should do whatever they need to do.
I think their government should be more responsible.
But
We
they don't
should be
have
more.
time to wait for their government. I don't know why you're obfuscating right now. Okay,
No, no.
I don't know what
So it's
this
America.
weird
So it's
I don't know what
America's
this like weird
responsibility.
non sequitur is, right? But
No,
these
no,
people
it's
do
not
not have the
non-sequitur. It does
time.
follow. It does follow that if you're inside of a country and your country is
No,
not
because I
protecting
think
you,
you know
then
that
it's the
that's not what we're
responsibility of the
talking. The
country.
reason I call it a non sequitur is because you know that it's not what we're talking about right now.
Non
Okay,
sequitur means that it's not following.
it
That's
is not
exactly
following,
it's not
right?
following.
Because
Wait,
you're
how is it not
purposely
following for
not
me to say that Mexico is responsible for
you are
Mexicans?
purposely not in, you're making another argument. You are purposely
No,
not
no, I'm
engaging
saying
in mine.
Mexico is responsible for
You
Mexicans.
are
America is
purpose,
not
and that's not the
responsible
argument that
for.
I'm making. So why are
No,
you
no,
answering to
your
that?
argument is that we're the daycare. We're the daycare that has to
It's
be
not a
responsible for
daycare.
people.
We are a
No, no,
country.
no, no.
This
You
is
want a
again,
daycare.
and yet again, another non sequitur.
No,
We're
no.
not a
America is
daycare. This is. I think you know
America
that you're
is
being
the daycare for
disingenuous right
people who
now.
don't want to wait in line. Exactly. So
It's
if
not.
you're
It's not a line. It's a lottery.
if
It's not a
your
matter of who
no,
gets
no,
there
your
first. It's
logic
a matter of who
no.
gets picked first.
Oh my goodness. You're in your logic. If your country is unsafe and it takes a long time to go into a different country, like America, for say, then America has to be your daycare. You cannot be deported and all these sort of
Daycare
things.
that doesn't make any
And
sense. I don't know.
because
I think
America
you're
has
again.
to
I think
accept you.
again you're being
It's a
incredibly
moral
disingenuous.
obligation to
I
accept
think
you.
again. I think it's not a moral obligation, but again, I think again
You
you
think
are
that
being.
other
Stop
people are
talking when I'm talking.
entitled.
Actually, Miles muted. Like I was saying before. I don't know why you're saying that the United States is a daycare. A daycare is where like
You want
you
America to
drop.
be a
I'm not done
daycare.
speaking. Anyway, like I was saying
Okay?
before, I think you know that you're being incredibly disingenuous when you
No,
say
you're
these
the
things,
only
right?
disingenuous person on
I
this
don't see.
entire
I don't.
panel.
I haven't said anything that's disingenuous. You're the only one here that has not been engaging in a single thing that I've said so
No,
far.
it's actually you.
Okay, whatever helps you sleep at night, baby girl. So, like I was saying before, so to call the United States like a daycare and say that like, we are responsible for these people, that is not the argument that I'm making here. I'm not making the argument that we
You
are
are.
responsible for keeping these people alive. Oh,
You
what was
said,
the
oh,
premise?
it takes too
What was the
long. That's
premise?
exactly what you said. It takes too long.
It, that
Therefore, we
wasn't
are.
that wasn't a part of my argument. That is the case. That is why people do it the way that they do. I'm not making an argument that they should do it that way. I'm saying that is why they do it that way. I don't know why you're not
Okay,
able
so
to
what's
follow
the
the
problem with
conversation.
bringing them back?
Anyway, so like I was saying before, you can stop talking when I'm talking so you can actually know what I'm
No,
saying.
you're not intimidating by like saying, "Oh,
You
be
don't I'm not trying to intimidate
a
you,
normal
but
human
clearly
being."
the fact that you're saying that shows that I might be. I'm not
No,
trying
you
to.
think you're
If me just being here talking to you
it's a
makes
weird
you feel
tactic.
the need to say this, then I guess
No,
whatever. I guess
you
you
come
are
across
threatened. I think
rude. You come across rude.
the
Very rude.
fact that you feel the need to say that just tells me that like you are
You feel
intimidated.
the need to be rude. That's weird.
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Are you overcompensating for being uneducated?
What are you talking about? Why are you trying to like rage bait me right now? At this
No,
point
you're
you're not
rage
even
baiting.
trying to engage in the conversation. You're
No,
just
you're
getting
not. That's why
mad.
you have to go on rambling.
I'm not rambling. I'm answering the question. Holy coke,
Okay, so should we
Batman. What's
deport
going
these
on?
people?
Anyway, so can I actually
Yes or
finish
no?
my statement? No, I don't
Yes or
think we
no? Should we
should. No,
deport
I
people?
don't think we
Well,
should.
exactly. So you
But it's not a moral
saying
argument.
that
It's an
I'm
economics.
disingenuous, but that's your position. We should not
Yeah, but
deport these people. That's
I think
exactly
you
what you
know that you're.
said.
I don't know why you keep like strawmanning my argument to make it
No,
easier
how
to
am I
attack.
strawmanning when I said exactly what you
Because
said?
I'm not arguing on the basis of morality.
Who cares? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you exactly said that we should not deport these people because they
And you don't
can't wait
even
in line and all these sort of things. So
that's
America is
not but that's
basically the
actually not
daycare
my
for all
argument.
people who are
That is not what
impatient.
I said. I think you know that's not what I said.
You exactly said we should not deport these
No,
people.
you asked me
How
what's
else am I
happening
supposed to
there,
interpret this?
and I told you what's happening. That's not an
People in
argument.
your
Me
comments are saying
reciting
you said that.
the
You
degenerates in the
exactly
comments.
you definitively said
Do
we
you
should
think
not deport these
everyone who
people.
watches my live streams agrees with me and is able to understand the conversation that I'm having?
You
No.
specifically said we should not deport these people. Did you say that? Yes or no?
But it wasn't because they can't wait. That was
You said
never
that's
my
the case.
argument.
That's the case. You said that they can't wait in line
What
because,
are you talking about, buddy? You were
you said
asking me, you were spreading misinformation about what's actually going on at the border. I'm saying that these people cannot wait, but that's not actually a part of my argument.
so because they cannot wait, they should not be deported.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, so why shouldn't they be deported?
Okay, I will get to that. Thank you. Anyway, like I
Okay,
was
yeah,
saying
so why
before,
shouldn't we deport these people?
hell yeah, because I think it will destabilize our economy to do so.
How?
Does it cost more or less money to deport people?
I don't care if it costs trillions. I want them gone.
Okay,
Because that's the law.
you don't even care about like the safety of the average American person. You don't care about like the actual like the benefits that the American people get. You just care about people not breaking the law, despite the fact that these people commit less crime, despite the fact that these people uphold about 20% of our economy, despite the fact that Donald Trump's policies is making it so that all immigration, not just illegal, all immigration is decreasing substantially, and the fact that even things like within the big beautiful bill, and the immigration policies together are making it so that less doctors are coming to America to work, of which we need, by the way. They make up a substantial amount, about like 40
Okay,
to
then
like
Americans
60%.
can become
I'm not done
doctors.
speaking.
Let's make it affordable for Americans.
Oh, so what policy did he want to make it affordable for Americans? Right? Because like again, we don't do these types of jobs, and even if this were the case, again, he's making it more expensive. He's making these things more expensive because we are going to have a lessening of hospitals, because we are going to have a lessening of doctors, right? Countries like Canada are reporting an increase of people applying to get their licenses in Canada. Canada is running ads in different states in the United States right now, southern states in particular, for doctors here, advertising that their government will not get in between them and their patient and their care.
Okay,
Right?
so the
Less
random
doctors are coming
person
over here.
okay.
More
So
doctors are
if
leaving.
we
American
look
doctors are leaving.
okay, if we look at the House
I didn't
the
say to mute them.
Immigration
Stop.
Committee, if we look at it from 2023, we would know that 67% of illegal immigrants, or at least undocumented immigrants, 67% of them only have a high school education. And on that same 2023, you can look this up. It's the House of Representatives budget on immigration. It says that one or more of them, out of 60, more than 60% of them, they take one or more government services. So they actually are in a deficit. They take more resources in government program funding
The
than they
source you read
actually
did
bring
not say
into the
that.
economy. Yeah,
That's
so
that,
we
that
could.
is demonstrably false. That is
Okay, so you can search it
demonstrably
up right
false.
now. Go
So how can
search up.
I have searched it up? That's why I'm about to talk to you.
Okay, so pull it up.
Oh, how much? Okay, so what do you want in particular? Because
2023.
it just said that they use government things. Everyone does. Everyone in the
No,
country
no,
uses
oh,
this,
oh
but they
my God.
pay way more into it.
I don't think you actually have the brain cells to understand this
Oh,
because if we are
I
going to be
promise you I
taking,
do. But the fact that you're
so
insulting me right now just shows that I am
do you know
intimidating
the
you. But go
difference
off.
between like taking up revenue and being in a deficit because you're actually taking up government resources? So
Oh,
let's
so,
say that,
oh,
so
tell me.
let's say
Okay, then
you're,
give me this. I don't care about the hypothetical. Give me the
I
source that
already
talks
told
about
you,
how we're in
2023, House of Representatives, budget on immigration.
budget on immigration.
Yes.
What government amenities are they taking up with the deficit?
Okay, so they're taking up emergency Medicaid, they're taking up WIC. So
How
on
do they
these
get WIC?
woman, infant, and child care, yes, they can qualify for that. And for
Illegal
like things,
immigrants qualify for WIC?
yes, they do. You can search that up.
I don't know if that's true.
They 100% do.
I don't think that's how you spell that. I think it's just a C. Oh, they do. I didn't know. That's pretty cool. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so regardless, let's say they make $35,000 a year, but at the same time, they're going to be, taking up at least like
I'm sorry.
40,000.
Before you continue this, you said the budget. You said the American Immigration Council or something else, or the House of
Yeah,
Representatives. I don't remember
it's
which
the
one.
House of Representatives from 2023. I can pull it up on my computer if you just give me a second.
I'm confused where this is. You said budget for immigration.
Yeah, for the House of Representatives, 2023. I'll get it and I can just pull it up on my computer and share it with you.
I'm not finding this.
Back a nigga cheese.
Oh my god, I forgot that was in there. Forgot my soundboard was on, chat. Oh shit. Anyway, House of Representatives budget for immigration. I gotta turn that off. Hold on, chat. I gotta turn that off. Oh my god. Why is it on? Hold on. That was catchy. I think that was when I was playing like Repo, because it plays through the microphone. Does it still go? Okay, good. Okay. I'm not finding what you're talking about.
Yeah, so if you can't find it, then you could look at the Manhattan Institute on Immigration. So it's like the budget
What's the
for
title?
immigration. It's okay, I can find it for you. It's just give me 1 second. It's on my computer. Hold on.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to find these sources.
Okay, so it's Marantino, and it's 2024, September 19th. It's the Lifetime Fiscal Impact on Immigrants. It's the Manhattan Institute. And it says that,
Fiscal
yeah,
of immigration or immigrants?
yeah. Hmm?
Okay. And what
Yeah,
does
so
it
we
say?
would see, yeah, so throughout their lifetime, they would be taking up more government resources than the native born person in the same education levels.
Okay, but this is I don't think I really care about this though, right? Because
Yeah, so I'm, yeah,
when
so
we look at things like Social Security or literally any of the other amenities for the American people, Social Security, insurance, all of these things, when we see like an increase in immigration just in general, we see like things like Social Security being able to pay people their full payment that they are required, as well as the overall surplus of money that systems like Social Security and insurance has increasing over time, right? I don't see why this matters that they take more money sometimes from certain things and that causes like a significant deficit. Just because the average person in the United States uses less than they need doesn't mean that they are causing a significant deficit that is causing like an issue, like
no,
a
so you
fiscal
said it
issue
would,
within the
so the
country,
issue
right?
is that you
Like if
said it
I
would
think it's
benefit
perfectly
America.
fine. I think obviously like what Can you tell me what particular things that they're using up?
Yeah, so I already told you WIC, Medicaid,
Okay.
and also if like for states, for example, like
WIC and
Wisconsin.
Medicaid. Holy
Yeah,
shit. Okay. I'm gonna be nice. So with WIC and Medicaid, I feel like this would be indicative of something that is pretty fucking good. Okay, okay. So like let's talk about Medicaid first. Everyone who comes into this country has Medicaid, but these people do pay more into these things than again they would ever be able to receive. So the Medicaid in which you're referring to is more for so like emergency care, right? Illegal immigrants are not going to be able to take up like the actual thing, but the Medicaid that you're referring to is like what we typically use to like pay hospitals, and what hospitals typically that's where they get their money from. Most hospitals in this country are paid via Medicaid, right? And the fact that these people use this Medicaid often is literally what makes our insurance, our private insurance, cheaper. Yes, I think that's a good thing that they use it more than the average American person because again, they are funneling money into the system that makes our healthcare cheaper.
Yeah,
Again,
regardless of the fact that they could bring in money into our
not
economy,
could bring
that
in,
does
they
no,
do.
no, oh, wait, oh my goodness. Regardless of the fact that they do pay taxes, right? That
Not
does
even
not
look
mean that they do not reap the benefits of,
I did not
K
say that
through
they
12.
never
Oh my
reap the
goodness! Like,
benefits.
can I even give
You
out a
need to
sentence?
engage with what I
You
am
have,
saying and
no,
not what you just think I'm saying.
I'm
Engage with what
engaging
I'm
directly
saying.
because I
No, you're
just
not. You're
engaged with
saying
you
that I'm
about
saying
this.
that they're not getting anything out
You're
of this.
screaming
I'm
because
not
you're
saying
upset
this.
because you have no idea what
I
you're talking
am
about.
upset. I
I'm
do get
saying,
upset.
okay.
Honey, I do get upset when people
We're having a
misrepresent my
conversation.
arguments. I do get upset
I'm
when
giving,
people misrepresent my argument. I do. It shows
you
that you're disingenuous and I'm
misrepresented
not going to
mine.
be able to have a conversation with you. I do get
Yeah,
upset and you
so
should get upset too.
okay, so like I'm as I said, for things like Medi-Cal, people in California, they would be paying, for state tax, for example, for things like undocumented immigrants to be able to receive Medi-Cal. Gavin Newsom directly said in his speeches, and he even said on Twitter, if you could just find it, that he said that he would pause any restrictions that would remove undocumented immigrants on Medi-Cal. So let's say like
Good.
somebody from the state of California, they would be paying for just their state Medicare service, and also, and it was a Midwest state, either it was like Wisconsin or like Michigan or whatever. They voted to keep their undocumented immigrants just on their government resources and their government benefits. So if we don't even take that into account, let's say everybody needs medicine, but at the same time, for K through 12 education, that costs America $70 billion a year, and undocumented immigrants would have the opportunity to reap the benefits from all of our public services. And at the same time, we already know that they have lower
Holy
income
app.
jobs. So when an undocumented immigrant comes here, they are not the engineers that are building skyscrapers. They're not the person who is going to be, the surgeon. They're going to be, working on farms or hospitality. So they would be, paying taxes, but then they would be receiving even more tax credits and more public benefits or government benefits. So I'm saying that's the issue because we are not responsible. Nobody in California is responsible for paying for somebody's, like, I don't know,
I don't know why
broken.
you're saying this like I made that argument.
No, so I'm saying you said it was good. You said that it was good that
It's
Gavin
good, but
Newsom was
it's
the one.
not because it's our responsibility. It literally makes it so that we have less responsibility.
No, why is it good that Americans are responsible for people who are in
It
this country?
literally makes it so that we're less responsible.
No, we are economically responsible because we're paying for it. I should be
No,
paying
no,
zero
they
dollars.
literally pay for us to have cheaper healthcare.
No, they don't.
What do you think the point of Medicaid is? You're
Yes.
speaking like someone who has a fundamental misunderstanding of why things like Medicaid exist in the fucking first place.
What I'm saying that we should not be paying for an undocumented immigrant's medical or medical insurance or
They
their
pay for
K-12
our
education.
insurance.
Okay, I'm saying that regardless of the fact that they could pay taxes, they do not give back more to
It's
the
not a
government
matter of
than they
taxes.
receive.
That is fun. I think there's no way that you say this, right? Just because there are some disparities in certain things like WIC. If it is the case that like less Americans are using WIC, like less like citizens of the United States are using WIC, that's a good thing. If it is the case that
They're
like
not citizens
our
of the United
insurance is,
States.
I'm not done speaking. I'm
I
not
don't
done
want to pay
speaking.
for those people.
I'm not done speaking. Anyway, like I was saying before, if
Why are
it
you
is that
paying?
I'm not
Why
done
are you paying for
speaking.
it?
I'm not done speaking. If it is that you keep saying that we're paying for it, we pay for fucking everything. They make
I don't
our
care. I'm not paying for
amenities
them.
cheaper. I don't know. Okay, so again, it seems like you are speaking like
No,
someone who has a
give a
fundamental
source that says that it's making it cheaper.
Medicaid. That's what Medicaid is for. Where do you
No,
okay,
no.
so how do you think like even if a person is like an immigrant or not, if they're on this country's soil, are they going to go to the hospital?
Maybe, yeah.
They are. They are. But are they going to go to like general care?
Yes, if they get Medi-Cal, like let's say in California, California is
I
on the
don't
border.
care about it.
It's a
I don't
border
care about a
state.
state. I'm
They
talking about
are
over. I don't
receiving
care about a
Medi-Cal.
particular state. I'm talking about overall. These people are not going to go to like a general practitioner. That costs
Yes,
hundreds
they
of
are.
dollars.
Who told you that?
Oh my goodness. These
Who
people
told you
are
that?
not. They don't do that.
Who told you that?
With
I'm
what?
telling
With what
you right
money?
now
With
that-
what
that-
money?
with state taxpayer money. That's
Not
exactly what I'm saying.
Oh my God! With what state? What state program would allow these people to go to like general
I
care?
literally just told you. I think you have.
You
selective
gave me
hearing.
one
I
state,
said
the
California.
super duper fucking blue state of California. I would not be
Yes,
surprised.
yes, because
that
I'm
does not
against
mean
blue
that this.
states. I'm
Does
against
not
the
mean that this.
Democratic Party.
This does
I'm
not
against-
mean.
I'm against-
I don't care that you're against the
Wait,
Democratic
why would
Party.
I
You're
be
not
talking
able
about
to engage
Nebraska?
what I'm
Is
saying. I don't
Nebraska-
care.
Nebraska's a red
I
state,
genuinely
and it's
don't
not
care.
on
I
the
genuinely don't care. Right?
Okay, if
Poor
you
people.
genuinely don't
Poor
care, then
people in
turn
general.
off your
I'm not done
live.
speaking.
Turn off
Stop
your
talking.
live.
Stop talking. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Okay.
See, you're coping so hard. I'm
I'm coping
against
so-
all of it. Yeah,
I-
I'm
I-
against California. In California,
I'm not asking if you're. I'm not asking if you're for or against California.
Exactly what state did you want me to talk about?
What are you talking? Can you actually like engage like an adult? What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm engaging it. You said what state are they allowed to have general care?
I'm not asking you for a particular state.
you
I
did
didn't
ask me.
say that.
You
No,
100%
I said I
asked
don't
me.
care about the state. I'm saying that in general,
So what are we
poorer
talking about
people.
here?
I am trying to tell you. Okay, in general,
Oh my
poorer
goodness.
people do not go to like general doctors like to
Who
get general
told you
checkups.
that? That's what I'm asking.
They
Who
typically
told you
don't.
that?
That is how that works. That is literally why
What-
things
what
like Medicaid
demon is lying
exist.
to you? What's bringing in your ear and telling you lies?
Do you
To-
not?
to your
That's why
platform?
Medicaid exists.
I don't care why Medicaid exists. I'm saying that in California, undocumented immigrants, taxpayers. So
I don't know
taxpayers
why
are
you're
paying for
doing
it.
this. I don't know why you're doing this, but you're not able
I don't know
to
why
track
you're
the
on live,
conversation.
like spreading lies.
I don't
There's
know why
800
you're
people
not
on
tracking
live.
the
Why are you lying?
conversation. What are you talking about?
You said something that's categorically false. You said that they don't go
It
to
is
general
not
care. I'm saying
categorically
that they
false.
absolutely do.
Lower income people are not always going to get like general checkups. They're not.
They are if they're getting paid for it.
You don't get paid to go to a checkup. It is Medicaid is not
Oh
like
my-
it's
okay.
not a paycheck from the government. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
what about WIC? What about medical Medicaid? What
WIC
about
is for
Medi-Cal?
food.
I do not care.
And we are
It's-
referring to healthcare.
I don't care. WIC includes infant services, childcare services, and women's services.
I understand, right? But
Okay,
I'm
so
talking
why-
about
why would I be
healthcare
paying
with
for birth
Medicaid.
tourism? Why am I paying for birth
Why did you just
tourism?
pivot so hard?
No, I'm not paying for
You're
it. You said
pivoting
WIC.
so fucking hard, dude. I don't like what is this?
How am I
What is
pivoting?
this?
No, give me an explanation for why Americans are responsible for paying for undocumented immigrants receiving WIC, so birth tourism.
Because it is the case that on average, immigrants, whether legal or not, are typically younger, which makes it so that they have a longer road to work in this country, right? On average, the workers in the United States are a lot older, which is why we need to up the birth rate, okay? We need younger people, we need more workers so they have a longer span to work so we can keep replacing the amount of people that work in this country, right? If you have money,
Replacing-
don't you want more?
What are you talking about? What are you, like we need to replace like the birth rate? What are you talking about? So you're saying things that are
Yes, that's how
completely ridiculous.
countries work.
You're saying that I'm pivoting, but then now you're just not even talking about
I'm just
WIC.
engaging with what you're saying since you didn't want to talk about Medicaid anymore for some reason.
No, I did, but I'm saying that, for example,
No.
in the state of California, you get Medi-Cal. So why should Californians be paying for Medi-Cal for people who are undocumented?
Because it is the case that they make literally everything else cheaper, right? When we provide them with these basic things, they're able to go to work, they're able to go to the hospital, they make our insurance cheaper, they make our food cheaper, they make our work better, they make our houses cheaper, they make everything cheaper because they keep paying into these things. They keep paying into
That's
these
exactly-
things.
that's
But
exactly
most
what
of the
slave
time,
owners said.
it's not right. If
No,
you don't
that-
want, if you
that's
don't,
exactly what
that's not
what-
slavery. Some people
No,
just
that's slave arguments. They're saying, oh, it
That's
makes
not
cotton
slavery.
cheaper, it
These
makes
people are still
tobacco-
paid. What are you talking
No,
about?
it makes
If you
tobacco
care about
cheaper.
slavery, then you should be punishing the companies that keep hiring them, right? And if you cared about slavery, you would give them a legal pathway to citizenship, so they would not feel scared to
There
report the fact
already
that they're being
exists.
underpaid.
There already exists a legal pathway, but there's just
The
certain
legal
people who don't
pathway that
wanna wait.
takes decades and it takes too long and it takes
Yeah.
also money as well. But if it is the case that we literally just
who cares
give
it
these
costs
people,
money? Save
I'm
it
not
up if
done
you want so
speaking.
bad.
I'm not done speaking. If we literally just we're wasting money. People are not
Yeah,
going to
we're
do
wasting
this. That is
money on
going to take
people who
way
are not
too
even
long.
Americans.
Okay, so you don't. So what I'm hearing from you is that you don't know how these things work. You don't know how
No,
Medicaid
now you're
works.
just
You don't
projecting
know what
that stuff onto me.
you don't know what the benefits of having these people here are. There is no stat that is going to
There's
tell
zero.
you that lesser immigration is going to lead to a better economy, right? We have countries like Japan who literally suffered from isolationist policies like this. They're suffering to this day from it. I don't know why you're saying this, but you're
Why are
talking
you
like someone
comparing
who has a
ourselves to
fundamental.
Japan?
Because they also went along and did something similar, and they are suffering from it to this day.
Yeah,
So again,
Japan is suffering because they don't have immigration. That's ridiculous.
unironically, that's why.
Yeah, no. So
That
exactly
is
how
you just denying reality doesn't
no,
mean
no, no.
you just
So-
denying
so-
reality
so
doesn't
wait,
mean
so
that what I'm
prove-
saying isn't
so-
true.
So prove that like Japan,
look it
for
up.
example, is our reality. Japan has
Right,
nothing to do with
I'm
America.
saying that I'm saying that this lessening of immigration and disincentivizing from people from entering the country of all kinds is what leads to like a stagnant and weak economy. These people uphold significant parts of our economy. Significant parts. They make our healthcare cheaper by using things like Medicaid. They make our houses cheaper by the sheer amount of people who are here to work and build these houses and infrastructure. They make all of these things cheaper because
Okay,
they
but
constantly
America-
pay and work into these things that they typically would not be able to get out of it. But if you care
Then
about
Americans
slavery,
should be
I'm not
building
done speaking. But if you care about slavery, right, then we should be able to just literally give these people citizenship so they can be able to hold the companies that hire them accountable so they can pay them a livable wage.
No,
Since you care
I'm-
so much about these
I
people,
don't
since you
want
care
any
about
company
slavery
to
so
be-
much.
I don't want any company to be using undocumented people as
But if
labor.
you
So when
care
you-
if
so
you
when you're
care
saying
if you
that they're
care about
making-
that so much, then we should give them
my
citizenship.
Goodness, I cannot even respond to you.
Calm
It's like
down,
your
buddy.
own
Calm
monologue
calm
that,
down,
like,
please. Calm down,
You're
please.
pretending like you're
Oh my
having, like,
goodness,
a
calm down.
conversation
Calm
and you're
down.
not.
Calm
No,
down.
you're the only one
Please
who's
calm
screaming.
down. Please
You're
calm down.
repeating yourself over
I'm just
and
a
over
loud
again.
person, but calm down, please.
Yeah, I know you're loud. You're loud and wrong. That's the
Yeah,
worst
I'm
combination.
loud and right, but you haven't been able to
No, you're
disprove
not.
anything
You're
I've said
loud
so
and
far.
wrong. So
You
I
haven't been
want-
able to disprove. You just gone, no, that's not an argument.
Wait, prove it. Wait, prove that more people using all these services like Medi-Cal, for example.
That is what
going to be
Medicaid is
cheaper
for.
anyone. No, prove it to me.
That is what Medicaid is for.
Prove
Where
it.
how do hospitals get paid?
No, I'm just asking you to prove your claim. That
I'm
one
proving
claim.
it right now. Where do
No,
hospitals
you're
get
not.
their money from?
I want your source.
Look up
No,
what
so now you're
Medicaid is.
pivoting. Now you're
That's
pivoting.
not a pivot. That's not a pivot. Just look up what Medicaid is. That is what Medicaid is for. Okay? How do hospitals get paid? Do you know?
I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for
That is, I am literally answering your question right now.
You're pivoting.
This is not a pivot. Do you know where hospitals get their money from?
That's not what I'm asking.
Why
Why
I
can't you- why
have to.
can't you
Okay,
answer
so
the questions that I'm
hospitals.
asking?
Okay, since you want me to tell you this like spit information at you, whatever. Hospitals typically get paid through Medicaid, right? If Medicaid doesn't exist, or there is not enough people on Medicaid, these hospitals like literally cease to exist, right? Because these hospitals get paid through things like Medicaid, and because like poor people still go to the hospital, and they typically go to the hospital for more complicated and more expensive treatment, because they typically do not go to like general care. Medicaid makes it so that they actually do go to like general care. They do go get checkups, and when they get checkups, they are more likely to get treatment for things that are not complicated yet, right? But
Okay,
when
cool.
things are, I'm not
Medicaid
done
is funding-
speaking. I'm not done
No,
speaking. I'm not
you're
done
not
speaking
lying?
though.
You're
I'm
not
not done
lying to,
speaking.
like,
I'm
1,000
not done
people?
speaking. I'm not done speaking. Anyway,
You
I'm
proved-
not done
you
speaking.
proved nothing
I'm
at
not.
all.
I literally didn't even finish my statement yet, and you're mad that I'm
so
cutting you off.
You said that more people.
I
using
literally
Medicaid is
haven't
going to
even.
make it
I
cheaper.
literally
Can-
haven't. I literally haven't even finished my statement yet.
Can you run me
I
through the
literally
logic
haven't
of
even finished
how
my statement.
more
I
people
literally
using
haven't
Medicaid
finished
is going
even.
to make it
I
cheaper?
haven't even gotten there yet.
Why are you talking about anything else?
I haven't even
gotten.
even gotten here yet.
Okay, so can you
Anyway,
explain?
so I am
No,
explaining
you're not
it.
You're not explaining.
I
the thing.
am explaining it.
So you're
I'm
making
not.
claims that you're
I
running
need
away
you to
from it.
realize. I need you to realize for a second. I am not just talking to you. I am also talking to the 1,000 people watching us right now.
Okay,
so
cool.
I
So why are
do
you
need
lying
to
to
speak.
them?
I need to speak in more detail than I would to you. Okay.
All I'm asking is how does more people using
And I
Medicaid
am
make it
telling,
cheaper?
and I'm going to answer your first
Oh, no,
question,
answer.
and then I'm going to answer your second question. Okay.
No, that's not my second question. That's my only question that I had for you. Is how
You
is more
said
people
you
using
asked me
Medicaid
to
make
explain
it
what
cheaper?
Medicaid is for and how it makes
No,
things
I
cheaper.
never did.
And now
I
you're
never did.
asking
Now
me,
you're
and now
lying.
you're asking me
Aw,
to
you're
answer.
lying. I said, how does more people using Medicaid make it cheaper? That's it. That's it.
That is okay, and I will okay. I'll just answer that question for you.
Okay, answer.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Anyway, so like I was saying before, when people have Medicaid, they are more likely to go ahead and go to like general practitioners. They're more likely to go get checkups when they need it, and it makes it so that they are less likely to wait until they get super sick and their conditions get more complicated, because then they might need things like an ambulance, which is at minimum $1,000. Then they are less likely to need things like urgent care, or not urgent care, like the emergency room, which can cost tens of thousands of dollars depending on what you have. When it is the case that you can just go to the doctor and get checkups and have this like step-by-step treatment, over time these things cost less money than having to go to the emergency room, which baseline check-in is like a couple $1,000s, right?
Okay,
People
cool.
typically
How
would
does
not
this
have
answer
to
any
pay.
question?
I'm being specific so you understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't
I need you to stop
run through
interrupting me.
Medicaid. I understand how it works, but
You're
I'm
not the
saying,
only person listening in the live.
no, so like, but I'm
You
having
are
this
not
conversation
the
with you. You
only
invited me, but
person
you're not
listening
even
in the
responding
live.
to anything
I
that I have to
need
say.
to be
I think
able
that
to.
you're so uneducated that
I
you can't have
need
this
to be able
conversation.
to speak.
So you
I
lied, and
need
now
to
you
be
can't even
able
back
to
up your lie.
speak.
That's why you have
I
to pivot.
need to.
So
I
more
can't back
people
up
who
my
use Medicaid.
lies if I can't
No,
even finish the
no,
statement.
why do I have to finish you giving an explanation?
I
an
am
explanation of what
literally
Medicaid
going
is
to
for people?
okay. I am going to finish my statement. I am not going
How
to be.
long
I
is it
don't.
going to take you to finish your monologue? Because it seems like you just want to run away from
You
the lies
asked
that
me
you
to
live.
monologue, and I need to. You're
No,
not the
I
only
didn't ask you to
person.
monologue.
There's
I asked you to answer
1.2
one question, and you
thousand
can't even
people in
answer
the.
it.
It's a
So
long answer. It is a long
every
answer. I can't
every single
simplify
person,
this for you.
every single person on this live deserves to know that Medicaid, more people using
Anyway,
Medicaid, actually
so
makes it more expensive.
I am
Because
going. I
how
am
does
going
Medicaid get
to
paid?
explain this to you. You can
How does
respond
Medicaid?
after I'm done. I am literally answering that for you.
No,
I
you're
am
not.
literally
How
answering how it makes it cheaper. I am
It's a one answer.
literally
It's a
answering.
one answer
It is
question.
not a one answer. It is not.
No.
It is an entire process.
How
It
is
is
Medicaid
It is
funded?
not a one answer thing. It is an
How is
entire
Medicaid
process
funded?
that makes it cheaper. Let me
How
finish
is Medicaid
talking.
funded? You can't
Let
even
me
answer
finish
it. That's so
talking.
funny to me.
Let
You're
me
inviting people
finish.
up, but you can't answer.
Let me finish speaking.
Why can't we just have a conversation with one sentence? You just
I'm
have to go
no,
on like
because
reading like
not
a
every
whole
conversation
script, a
conversation don't
memorized
take one
script
sentence.
that you have.
It's not a
It's
memorized
bullshit.
script. It's just what I know.
Okay, so
Let
how
me
does
finish
Medicaid
what
get
I'm
funded?
saying.
How does Medicaid
I
get
don't know why
funded?
you keep asking me extra questions.
No,
Can I finish the first one?
I'm asking you the essential questions. You
Can
keep
I
going
finish
on
the
saying
first
things
one?
that are irrelevant.
Can
Why
I
are you
finish
not
the
talking
first
about
one?
anything that are irrelevant?
Can I finish the first one?
No, you didn't say anything.
So I am
relevant
not
to the
allowed to
conversation.
finish the first because I'm talking too much for you.
No,
Okay,
I'm
so
saying
here's
that
what's
you
been
didn't even
happening,
answer the
chat.
question that I had.
So here's what's been happening, chat. This person asked me a question. I'm answering
No,
the question.
I never did. The
They are
question that
now
you're saying
getting
that I asked
angry
you-
at me for answering the question and is
No,
now
I'm not.
asking me another question because they think I'm taking too long to answer the previous
No,
question.
that's not what happened. Now you're lying to like 1,000 people. All I'm saying
Is that not, Chad?
more
1,000 people were
using
here.
Medicaid
Is that not what just
means
happened?
that it's going to be more expensive because Medicaid is paid for by taxpayers. So if more
We
people
pay
are,
less.
oh my goodness, if more people are
You
using
interrupted
this
me,
government-
so I'm going to finish what I was saying. We can get
If
to this
more-
conversation.
it's gonna
We
be
can get.
more-
Oh my God, you're so belligerent.
So you don't even know
Can
basic economics. Where did you even go to school?
What are you talking
Like,
about?
it
You
seems
didn't even
like
let
you're
me
just yapping.
finish. You didn't even let
Are
me
you
get
even
there.
in school?
You didn't even let me get to the answer.
You're uneducated, or at least undereducated.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, baby girl. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know basic economics. If more people want,
You
this
haven't
service,
even.
then it's going to
I
be
am.
more
I am
expensive.
literally describing to you basic economics.
No, okay, wait. Can you just give me a source? One source.
Medicaid.
One source.
Medicaid.
No, I'm saying one source.
Any
that
government
says more
site that
people
talks about
use-
Medicaid.
Oh,
Anyone.
No, I'm saying one source that says more people using Medicaid is going to make Medicaid
Medicaid.
cheaper in taxes.
The Medicaid website. Anyway, so Jules, thank you
What?
so much for the
No.
$5 cash app. I appreciate you. That okay?
Oh my
Anyways,
goodness, is that why you have to grift for money because you don't have a real job?
grift for money?
Yes, you're just coming here grifting and just like lying
That's
to
not
other
what.
people.
That's not grifting. People.
I provided you like two sources, like the Manhattan Institute.
I'm not
and,
even done. But the Manhattan Institute didn't even disprove anything I said.
No, yes, it 100% did.
No.
It said that more illegal
Okay,
immigrants
but
are using more
we don't. We
government
can get
resources than
there.
any
We can
other
get
American.
there. We can get there. But I'm gonna finish my answer, please.
No, but can you just give a website to just help it out?
I am going to finish my answer.
Because clearly you don't have the
I
the
am
information. to
clearly
even be
you
able
don't
to
have
make
the
your claim.
attention span to be able to listen to what I said.
No,
So
wait. So why don't you just read off a
can I
website so we can
can
piece
I
it together?
finish? I don't need to read off a website. Can I
Wait, so
finish?
because you're making it up. You're
I'm
pulling it out
not.
of
You
your
don't
ass.
need to. I've already
Oh,
read
you're
the
lying
website.
to 1,000 people. That's cute.
You can prove that I'm lying at any time. Okay,
No,
so
look,
I
prove
am
me
going to
wrong by going
finish.
to.
I am going to finish what
Trust
I
me,
said.
bro. Like your sources trust me, bro.
You can disprove me when I'm done. I am
No,
going
no.
to,
Why don't you prove yourself
because
with
I'm
a
not even.
source?
I'm not done speaking.
Since when? Since when does more people using Medicaid make it cheaper?
I
That's
am
it. That's all I
going to
want.
explain it. I was
Okay,
literally in the middle of explaining it to you.
okay. I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds to explain it.
It does not take 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
It takes more than 30
People want
seconds to explain an entire
cheaper.
process of Medicaid.
Explain it. Okay, I'm
Okay?
giving you the floor.
You
Explain it to
thank
a
you for
thousand
giving me
people.
the floor. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to finish explaining what Medicaid is, okay? Oh
No,
my god,
why
the
are you
coffee is
explaining what
staining the shit
Medicaid
out of my
is?
teeth.
I know.
You asked me to explain how it makes these things cheaper.
No,
Explaining
I
what
never. No,
Medicaid is how it makes it cheaper.
I'm saying
I am going to answer the
that's not my
question.
question.
I am
My
going to now finish answering the question.
okay, 10 years later,
It seems like you're afraid of the answer.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay, so
Answering.
if you're not afraid, you should be taking this 30 seconds to a minute that I'm going to be speaking, right? Or 45 seconds to be absolutely ready to cook the shit out of me.
I'm timing you.
I
Okay, go
am
ahead.
giving you, yes, go ahead and time me. Thank you. I'm going to actually restart from the top,
Okay,
okay?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start the timer.
Yes, please. Thank you. I want to let you
And the
know
live
you're
stream
on
will know
my
that you're
time.
lying.
I want to let you know, I don't know why you're putting on a timer. You're on my time. You're here for free. Anyway, like I was saying
Yeah,
before,
you're grifting because you got to get other people
oh,
to pay for you to spread
guys,
lies.
please support my Cash App and Venmo at the top there above the prompt, please, to the grifting fund. I have nothing! Anyway, like I was saying before, please, guys, support the grifting fund. Guys, I'm grifting. Anyway, I'm going to start from the top, put that timer on, okay? Anyway, actually, wait, no.
A whole
Actually,
lot
no,
of
that's petty.
oops.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no.
what I'm.
No. I was gonna put a timer on my screen. Bradley, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you. I was actually gonna put a timer on my screen, but that's gonna take too long. Anyway,
It's gonna take too
so
long just to say, "Hey Siri, put on the timer."
no, on this screen so people can see it.
Interesting. Yeah. So go ahead and lie to other people, like 1,000 people.
Thank you. I will. Anyway, like I was saying before, thank you for the grifting. Thank you, guys. Thank you for helping me grift. Anyway, so like I was saying before, so the way Medicaid works, right, is it gives people the basic level of healthcare, right? And so when people have access to this healthcare, it makes it so that they are more likely to receive preventative care, like going to get checkups every year or every couple months whenever they need it. When they feel like a pain in their side, they're more likely to go get it checked out, right? When people do not have things like, I said Medicaid, sorry. When people do not have things like Medicaid, they are less likely to perform this preventative care because they will not be able to afford it, right? Medicaid is typically for people who are low income and cannot afford typical private insurance. And so when they do not have this ability to have this like preventative care, they typically wait until it is an emergency. And when it is an emergency, they typically have to take an ambulance, and they would typically have to go to the emergency room. Both of these things can cost minimum $10,000, $12,000 and up, depending on the care in which they needed to receive. I've gone to the emergency room for something that I thought was serious, but actually wasn't serious, and I got like a $7,000 bill in the mail, right? That is a huge issue that people do not want to be able to, they don't want to deal with, obviously, right? So the way in which Medicaid works is that it cheapens the overall cost of healthcare by making it so that over time people get cheaper preventative care. People having more access to healthcare makes it so that that overall in taxes we spend less money on these things, right? Because when you get preventative care, it's cheaper. Preventative care is cheaper than having to go to the ER every single time, $10,000. Okay, it's cheaper over time. And so when these people use things like Medicaid and they go to hospitals in droves, right, that are paid by Medicaid, these hospitals can adjust their prices accordingly, right? Because upon having more money to be able to supplement for the care in which these people need, these hospitals don't need to hike up the prices. But since we give so much of a shit about basic economic principles, when something is in high demand, right, but the hospital doesn't have a lot of it, they will typically hike up up these prices. Who do you think they're going to hike up the prices for if we all understand that poor people are not going to be paying $10,000 fucking dollars? Who are they going to be hiking up the prices for?
Okay, cool. So you just explained absolutely nothing to 1,000 people. So I have
Okay,
a timer
I asked you a
with
question. Who are
few
they
minutes.
going to be hiking up the prices for if we understand that poor people are not going to be paying $10,000 a piece?
Why are you? So now you're avoiding the question by asking me a question.
I am not avoiding the question. I have
you're
asked you a
avoiding
question.
everything.
Okay,
This is not a
I'm just going to
conversation.
answer
This
the
is
question for
going
you.
on with two,
I'm
no,
just
this
going to
is
answer the question for you now.
no. This
Okay,
is you going on a
I'm just
2 minute
mods, please,
monologue.
mods,
So
please.
I timed you. And
You
it was 2
asked me
minutes.
to answer a question. I'm answering it. I
that
don't know
wasn't
why
my
you're
question.
freaking out.
That wasn't my question at all.
I am
So
telling you how it makes it cheaper because
can
over
you give
time
one?
it is cheaper to receive preventative
5 minutes.
care.
Can you give
Okay? Anyway,
Can you get
matter of
one
fact,
article? That's all I'm asking. One article.
any website that describes Medicaid. The Medicaid website. Anyway, so
One article that says that more.
it doesn't need an article. The Medicaid website. Thank you, Carl. I'm gonna bring up my mod so they can mute you better, so there's no delay. So like I was saying before, sorry, I just burped right in your face. Anyway,
So wait, you have no source. I gave you like
the
two
Medicaid
sources,
website.
and you can't give me one.
The
No,
Medicaid
read
website.
It. Read the section. Read it.
Just look it up.
No, read it. No, read
Just-
it for us. Read it.
What do you need?
People.
What do you okay? Do you want me to like visibly look up how Medicaid makes things? Oh, Frederica, I'm so sorry, Frederica.
No,
thank you so much.
that's
One
not
second,
what-
1 second. Everyone's helping
Oh,
me
you're
grift. Frederica, thank you so much for helping me in the grifting fund. Right, Bailey, that's another $15 to the grifting fund. Right, Morgan, that's another $5 to the grifting fund. Thank you so much. If you want me to look that up, how does Medicaid make healthcare
That's not my question.
cheaper?
Of
Is
course
that not what
Medicaid
you wanted me to
is healthcare
do?
cheaper. My question is, how does more people using Medicaid make it Medicaid cheaper in taxes? So of course, if more people are requesting
Medicaid makes
resource,
healthcare more affordable through its extensive
That's not my
coverage for
question.
low-income individuals and families, often with
Totally
little
not,
to
like-
no cost sharing. And by
This is
leveraging a
not-
combination of federal and state funding to provide comprehensive benefits, this reduces financial burden on individuals who might otherwise face out-of-pocket costs and medical services or unable to afford insurance at all. So I'm confused.
That's not my question. My question is clearly, how does more people requesting Medicaid make Medicaid cheaper in taxes? So if more
Because-
people are requesting, oh my goodness, if more people are using Medicaid resources, then that means that the taxes are going to be higher because there's going to be a higher demand. That's basic economics. I clearly know that
is
you dropped out of high
not.
school.
That is
if you
the
don't know that.
opposite.
If-
You
if
don't
more-
know what
if
you're
more
talking about. That is the
people are getting-
opposite.
There's no such thing as free.
You're using
At
logic
all.
that is like intuitively true.
No.
It is unironically the opposite. Healthcare is more expensive when less people have Medicaid. It is more expensive.
More doctors are going to be denying people with Medicaid because
Oh
we
my
know
goodness,
that
that's not
insurance
true.
pay doctors
Need, thank you
more.
so much for the
Oh my
$5 to the
goodness. So,
grifting fund. Star with the $20 to the grifting fund. William with the $5 to the grifting fund. That's another one. Thank you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
since we're not going anywhere with the Medicaid thing, so can we just switch
We
back
are
to
going
immigration?
somewhere. You're just denying everything
No,
I'm
we're not
saying,
going
despite the
anywhere
fact that
because
this is
you
a
just keep
basic
lying. So
economic principle. When something is in higher
It's a basic
demand,
economic
with
principle that if more people demand a service, then it's going to be more expensive to pay for it
no,
with
it
taxes.
depends
So
on
everybody
how much
asks
the
for-
service costs in the first place.
Oh my goodness! So if there's like a limited amount of doctors, but in some sort of like
No, this
high-
makes it so. Oh my
high
god.
demand.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You're not grasping. You're not
completely
grasping.
I
No,
completely-
you don't. I'm going to explain this to you. I'm going
If
to
you-
explain this to you. I am going to
That's why you
explain
have
this to
to-
you. I am going to
do I have-
explain this to you. I am
I have
going
this
to explain
conversation?
this to you because it's all connected. It's all
That's why
connected.
your mom has.
I am going to explain this to you, right?
You're
And if I
getting
can't,
This is so.
I am going to explain this to you because you have a
You're making us-
fundamental. You are only like in economics. You cannot just go off of things that are like intuitively true, right? You are not
are you
basing how
talking-
much these.
You hear yourself?
You are not. I do. You are not basing these things based upon how much these things cost, like per person per capita, right? And how much this incentive and how much we continue to incentivize
Just
for
rambling.
more doctors. It's not rambling. I'm answering your question.
If more people want Medicaid,
And if the Medicaid costs less,
who said that?
Because it
If
costs less.
Medicaid
That's
is
what
paid for
Medicaid
by
is for. That's what
taxpayers,
Medicaid
if
does.
Medicaid is paid for by taxpayers and they would see that, oh wow, more people are going to be eligible for a Medicaid, it's going to be like universal or whatever, then that means that you're going to have to spend more money on taxes to
What do you
cover more
mean? Why
people.
would
But
more people be eligible for Medicaid when it's for everyone?
if there's going to be an influx of low income immigrants, undocumented immigrants that are coming here that demand these services, that cannot afford private insurance, that means more people are going to be eligible for Medicaid because they're low income.
No. Oh my
Immigrants are
goodness. Oh
illegal
my
immigrants are
goodness. Oh
low
my
income, not
goodness.
high
Oh
income.
my goodness. Oh
Yeah, so that means that we're
my
going to be paying
goodness.
for low income people and it's
Oh.
going to be more expensive because more taxes have to cover more people. That's basic
Everyone
common
has
sense.
access to Medicaid.
Oh my goodness. So if there's going to be more people, then you're going to have to pay taxes to cover more people. That's common sense. I don't know how
Buddy.
you're not putting this together, but if we're not going to go through,
Okay.
putting in
So
a
you
basic
you were
concept, then let's talk about something else other
you
than
don't you
Trump.
I
You
let,
know,
let
you want to know?
you if you wanna if you would like to like concede on the argument and move on, then yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's move on to another reason
Hell
why I
yeah. I'll
support
take that
Trump.
as a
I
concession.
support Trump.
Go ahead.
Okay, no, that's not a concession because I didn't agree with you.
You
So
just
if
want to pivot. That's fine. If you can't argue it, then that's
no,
fine.
no,
No, it's fine.
you
No, it's
just
okay.
searched up
No,
some,
baby,
you
it's
just
okay.
searched up a question. Okay,
No, it's
okay,
okay.
cool. I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna pivot to something
Yeah,
else.
go ahead.
So
Yeah, that's a
another
concession.
reason
Go
why I
ahead.
don't support Trump is because he doesn't support trans people. He wants to kick them out of the military, and that's a great thing. And he does not want to have, minors receive, any surgeries that are covered by Medicaid and are, hormone replacement therapy. And I think that's a beautiful thing. No trans person or trans child should be getting, surgeries and mutilation paid for by taxpayers. So I believe that
Trans
trans
children are
people
not
should
getting
get
getting
stipulated.
surgery.
Yeah, so now they're not going to be able to exactly
They've never
because
been
it's.
able to.
I've seen 16-year-olds be given top
Those are
surgery.
under the. Oh, and what were their circumstances?
That they had gender dysphoria and that they wanted to cut their.
No, no.
You can Google 16-year-old top surgery.
I know what you're referring to. There are some rare cases in which like people younger than 18 can get surgery, but this is
I don't
not
think
a.
I don't
It's
want it to
under
be.
it is under very specific prerequisites, and it's not just because of gender dysphoria.
No, if it's a rare circumstance, then I just want it to get rid of completely.
So you want these people to be more likely to die.
Wait, so you're gonna
That's
die
why
if you
that's
don't
why
cut
they
off your
get it.
chest? Oh, so I'm gonna kill myself if I don't get chest removed. Since when is
Unironically, that's
that?
how it is for some people.
No, that's completely not following. So if I
Wait,
don't,
wait. Gender dysphoria is suddenly not following? What's going on?
no,
Like,
no, I'm saying
hello?
no, it's not
Like,
following that if I don't mutilate my body, I'm going to end my life. Like that's
if you
something that's
have
not
if
following.
you have gender dysphoria, it is the doctor's. It is like literally the doctor's responsibility to make it so that you are less likely to do so. And if getting the surgery is making you less likely to do so, then they ought to do it.
No, but so no child should be saying, okay, I'm going to end my life if I don't have my chest removed or if I don't
Yeah,
have
no
a
child
person.
should be. This isn't a moral argument, but that's what happens.
So I voted for Trump because I have the moral compass that
Right, but
says
you
that
that
no
your
child.
but your argument is that you want more children to unalive themselves.
No, I believe that more people are saying that you have to change yourself to love yourself. But I'm
Not a
saying that you
sa-
should
no
love
one no
yourself.
one says that. It's not about changing themselves to love themselves, right?
Yeah,
Anyway,
so our
and
more
also again, there is nothing wrong with changing things about yourself if you don't like it. I don't know why this like weird Puritan worldview is coming from. You have a, like I don't know if you've like ever talked to like a person before, but when you don't like your hair, you get a different haircut. When you don't like your when you don't like your clothes, you change your clothes. There is nothing wrong with changing things about yourself that you don't like. That's what we do as humans.
You're comparing changing clothes to cutting off your perfectly healthy chest.
You don't. It
So
doesn't matter if it's healthy.
yeah,
You
so
want to
getting
change it.
so wearing a pink shirt is comparable to getting hormone replacement therapy. Like, what are you talking about
It's
here?
unironically the same logic.
No, it's not the same
You
logic
just
because-
said you
wait,
just
a
said
clothes
I'm not
is
done
not a
speaking.
part of your body.
Okay,
Wait,
honey, if you no longer understand what
What
it
is
means, if you no longer understand what it means, that the logic behind I don't like this thing about myself currently, I want it to look like this.
Changing a shirt is not something that is
The logic is comparable.
No, so if I wanted to have a different shirt, then I could just go to the store and remove
And
it
the logic
put it on
is
back.
you don't like this thing, therefore you change it.
But that's not a part of yourself. I don't think you're understanding it. You have like a low IQ
So when a person
argument.
loses weight, are they doing something wrong?
No, because they're going to a healthier state
Right,
of
but
being.
if it is the case that if it is the case that like 90% of these people are going to a healthier
Yeah,
circumstance,
so like
then
you
why
need
would
to
you be
lose weight,
against
for
this?
example, but trans
One
persons
hundred,
need to cut off their chins.
100%, right?
Yeah, because
But
you're
right,
obese.
but if it were
But
the
it's,
case,
yeah, but a
right,
trans person does not
we
need
can
to cut
grant
off their
this,
chest.
right? But if it is the case that I will indeed be healthier and happier, if it is the case that I lost like what 50 pounds, then yes, I would agree with that. But if it is the
Yeah,
case
so
that like
maybe
this trans
so
person, but
yeah,
you're
so
proving
you need a
you are
liposuction.
literally proving my point right now. I want to let you
Liposuction
know
that a trans
this.
kid doesn't.
Your fat phobia is proving my point right now.
No,
Your
I'm
fat
against that.
phobia, your fat phobia is proving my point.
No, because everything about you is fake. Like your
Your
wig,
fat
like
phobia is proving my point. All of it,
your.
you trying so hard to hurt my feelings right now is proving my
I'm
point.
not hurting your. I'm not. Just because I'm saying something that's true.
You're
So like a trans person, no
you can
trans
say
person
all
needs
of
to
these
cut off
things
their
are
chest.
true, but you are proving my point currently by saying that I ought to
I'm
change
not
all of
proving
these
your
things
point
because
at all.
therefore I'll be healthier and happier. If it is the case that this procedure is going to make it so that they are healthier and happier, which they are over 97% of the time, then 100% we ought to do these things. You are proving my point.
Not 100% of the time. If you look at
I
the New
didn't say
York
100%.
Times
I'm sorry.
article,
Again, you were
no,
doing this
you
thing again.
100% did.
You were doing
100%
this
did.
thing. I said
Oh, now you're lying
97%.
again.
I
How
said
many
over
times have you lied on this lie?
97% of the time, these people are indeed happier and healthier when they get these procedures done. So if it is the case that me losing weight is going to make me happier and healthier, you would agree that I ought to do so.
No, but you ought to like eat a salad, right? But trans people,
If it
they
is
don't
the case
ought
that
to
it's
have
going, if it is
hormones.
the case that it's going to make me happier and healthier, yeah, maybe I should eat a salad.
Okay, so if you look at the New York Times article, it's titled
The
"U.S. Study."
conservative New York Times article.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness! So now this is like some sort of a fallacy, right? A genetic
You've been
fallacy
saying that
because
everything I've been saying is fake news. I say now the right leaning New York Times article is an issue. Come on, lock in.
wait, so I'm giving you a source. What's the problem with that?
I don't have an issue with you giving me a source.
Okay,
I'm
wait,
just
can
letting
I
everyone
just
in the
tell
live
you the
know that
title
it's
of
a
the
right
article?
leaning article.
Okay, cool. So the New York Times, if you read the title, it's U.S. study on puberty blockers goes unpublished because of politics. So we would see that the largest study conducted on, minors receiving puberty blockers, we've seen that the amount of children that ended their life during this procedure is actually higher than the national average. So there's no such thing as being
What
healthier and
procedure?
happier after. I literally just said puberty blockers.
That's not a procedure, but also that's not a
Is that wait? So
procedure.
it's not a procedure to inject yourself with hormone blockers?
Is it a procedure to take a fucking Advil? Like, what are we talking about? Like, what? What?
Oh
No.
my goodness.
Anyway,
So wait, so
anyway,
now you're just
like,
no, the
like
article
what?
says procedure.
Like
No, the
I'm
article
losing my
says
mind.
procedure.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so
But yeah, but like it's
okay,
but
so
they're only referring to like puberty blockers when they say procedure.
the study is on puberty blockers for minors.
Okay, hold
I don't know
on.
what else you want.
Let me find this. Let me find because I don't
Okay,
trust that you
so
can
it's New
read.
York
But
Times
okay,
and the
you said the New York.
if
Don't mute her. Or it. I don't know what your pronouns are. New York Times. What?
okay, New York Times. Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, I think I got a warning, but it's U.S. study on puberty blockers goes
Oh, you did get a
unpublished.
warning. Get a new account. U.S. study on. I can't keep you up here now. U.S. study on puberty blockers goes. Oops, unpublished. Did they even link the study?
Man,
thank you so much
chat,
for
my
coming up
thumb
here.
hurts.
Thank you for coming up here, Cara. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, the grifting fund in both of our bios. Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok banned them, I guess. Because they popped up on my screen too. Let me see what this person is saying here. Did they even link the study? They don't even link this. Did they link the study? Okay, hold on. Maybe I can help y'all see it. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can share my screen. Excuse me. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me see if I can. There we are. I don't want y'all to see my sources. In my taskbar. There we go. Can y'all see this? So, U.S. study on puberty blockers goes unpublished because of politics, doctor says. What doctor? We have no fucking clue yet. The leader of the long-running study said that the drugs did not improve mental health in children with gender distress, and that the finding might be weaponized by opponents of care. I find this to be obvious because, again, yes, it takes like significant levels of like, I don't know, therapy, and communal care. I'm sure that just taking puberty blockers is not going to like fix everyone's problems. That has never been the claim that any rational person has ever made. Oh, zoom out. I'm so sorry. I moved the wrong screen. Hold on. Sorry, chat. Hold on while we read this fuckery. Is this better? Whoops. Sorry. It looks different for you guys than it does for me. I don't know if it's like is this good? Is this good, chat? Is this better? Okay, good. So boom, an influential doctor and advocate, adolescent gender treatments, says she had not published a long-awaited study of puberty-blocking drugs, or brugs, sorry TikTok, of the charge, because of the charged American and political environment. From whose side? No fucking clue. The Dr. Joanna Olson Kennedy began the study in 2015 as part of a broader multi-million-dollar federal project of transgender youth. She and colleagues recruited 95 children from across the country and give them puberty blockers, which stave off the permanent physical changes, while breast or deepening voice, that could exacerbate their gender distress, known as dysphoria. The researchers followed the children for 2 years to see if the treatments improved their mental health. An older Dutch study had found that puberty blockers improve well-being, results that inspire clinics around the world to regularly prescribe the medications as part of what is now called gender-affirming care. But the American trial did not find a similar trend. Dr. Olson Kennedy said that in a wide-ranging interview, puberty blockers did not lead to mental health improvements, he said, most likely because children were already doing well when the study began. This doesn't prove their point at all. This doesn't so wait a minute. She didn't read this. That person did not read this. Like, the study quite literally said, like, the person who ran the study said, when people are happier, they're happy. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else it says. At least that's what I'm taking it as right now. They're in really good shape when they come in, and they're in really good shape after 2 years. So it didn't cause any decrease anyway. Dr. Olson Kennedy, who runs the country's largest youth gender clinic at Children's Hospital. This person is pro-transitioning, by the way. That conclusion seems to contradict the earlier description of the group, in which Dr. Olson Kennedy and her colleagues noted that 1/4 of the adolescents were depressed or having ideations before treatment. In 9 years since the study was funded by the National Institute of Health, and as medical care for this small group of adolescents became a searing issue in American politics, Dr. Olson's Kennedy's team did not publish the data. Asked why, she said that the findings might fuel the kind of political attacks that have led to... You didn't fucking read this. You didn't fucking read this. You didn't read this. They quite literally say that the reason they did not publish this study was to protect transgender children. You didn't read this. They didn't publish the study because they knew people like you were not going to actually read the fucking study and misword it. You didn't read it. There's no fucking way. This is a transgender specialist, by the way, chat. They didn't publish this to protect children. I've never seen some shit like this before in my life. Let's read out the actual quote real quick, right? When asked why, she said the findings might fuel the kind of political attacks that have led to bans on youth gender treatments in more than 20 states. One of which will soon be considered within the Supreme Court. I do not want our work to be weaponized. You did not read this. Embarrassing. Let's move on. Embarrassing. Let's move on. Mods, everyone in the chat, point and laugh. I've never seen some shit like that in my life. You did not read. You said read more. You should have never told me to read more. Don't ever try to weaponize a good time against me. Do not. Are you kidding me? That's funny. That's funny as fuck. Anyway, let's continue. That was crazy. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. God. Are you kidding me? That's like the first. Hold on. Wait, let's actually read more. One second. I gotta mute you, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's actually read more. Dr. Olson Kennedy is like the leader of what you have described here. Is one of the country's most vocal advocates of adolescent gender treatments and has served as an expert witness in many legal challenges to the state bans. She said, this is from the same article, by the way, she said she was concerned the study's results will be used in court to argue that we shouldn't use blockers because it doesn't impact them, referring to transgender adolescents. She was afraid the study was going to be used in the exact way that you presented it. Damn. Anyway, you can unmute now. That was crazy. She gone now. Now she gone. Anyway, hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 25. Sorry, I turned 26 in September.
Cool. Yeah, so what? I'm sorry, that was just so fucking crazy.
No,
that was
I'm definitely
insane.
not a Trump supporter. I just wanted to tell you, that was ridiculous. That was the craziest thing I think I've seen all week.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate you. I thank you. But I do
I just wanted to say, keep doing your thing. You can kick me off.
Thank you so much. And also, guys, thank you so much for helping me out with my grifting fund. Okay, William, again, thank you so much for the $5. Oh, I think I already thank you guys. Well, yeah, William, Star, Nee, Bailey, Morgan, Jules, love you guys so much, and Frederica, I'm watching you, sister. Love you. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. In the meantime, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell. It tells you every single time I go live usually every day, from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on. But yeah, let's go on to the next person. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Cool. What year were you born?
2007.
Cool. So yeah, why do you support Trump?
Well, I think he shows the weakness in liberal democracy.
Liberal democracy? What do you mean?
The United States, it hosts liberal democracy as its main system of politics, per se.
Does this imply like you're saying that like Donald Trump is showing like the weaknesses in what in?
Yeah, I think he's great because he shows how weak liberal democracy is. Also,
but I don't know what you mean by that. There's a lot of understandings what that could actually be. What does that mean?
Well, he shows how easily systems like the U.S. can fall apart into fascism. And also,
it shows that the U.S. could fall apart into fascism, is what you said?
Yeah, quite easily.
So you're like an accelerationist?
I'm not accelerationist. I think the U.S. should collapse. I do think the U.S. should collapse. It's a horrible country. I think.
So then, what about the people who live here?
Oh, the people who live there should found an actual good country.
How do you find an actual good country when you're born somewhere?
Sorry?
Do you think the people of North Korea like should unalive?
Who said North Korea was a bad country?
You think a dictatorship is a better country? You think
Listen,
a dictatorship
do
in
you
which
know
one
anything
person,
about-
in which when
like,
one person goes to
have you
jail, the next
studied-
4 generations also goes to jail? You think that's a good
Have
country?
you studied North? No.
I'm clearly
talk.
I'm clearly not speaking to a rational human being right now. I don't think you're worth my time. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I'm not talking to a rational person. Hi, how old are you? All right, that person's not here, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, go ahead and follow me. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. That helps you come on every single day as well. And if you also want to donate to me, again, my Cash App and Venmo is above the prompt here. Hi, how old are you? Kobe, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate you. Hello, Mitch, are you there? Hello? All right, this person's not here, y'all. Let's give it a second. I know that like TikTok is where like intellectual thought and actual conversation goes to die, because the second I actually started reading something on the screen, like 500 people left. I don't like this app. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Cool.
I don't support Trump. I just wanted to say of like what you like we're doing is amazing, and like how you're and like and what like just support overall is actually really amazing, and I love that you're trying to spread more information out there. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Zephyr sleeping in the background there, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. Say it in the chat. Yeah, I would prefer that. How old are you?
Hi, I'm 22.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I'm actually an ex-Trump supporter. I was 18 at the time in 2020 for the vote, and I don't support Trump anymore. I am a fool. I voted for Kamala, and I just wanted to give. I'm sorry.
That's not how you pronounce her name. I think we should. I think for like black and brown people who make history like Kamala Harris, we should pronounce their names correctly so they don't get erased.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come disrespectful at all. But I don't support him anymore, and I regret it really deeply in my core. And I just wanted to come on here, and I don't have to take up too much of your time or anything. I just wanted to come on here and say that, like, sorry, I'm nervous. I'm not used to speaking in public, but the right-wing system and the people who support it, as someone who has been on that side, it's there's no good argument, there's no good anything about it.
Right.
And as someone who's come from that side, I just want to say that y'all suck. Anyways,
okay, well,
for what you're doing.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. Only join if you support Trump, y'all.
That was quite rude of you to kick me off.
No, we're not. If I kicked you, that means don't come back. And if I see you in the guest request again, I'm going to block you.
Hello.
How old are you?
19.
What year were you born and when did you graduate high school?
2006.
And when did you graduate high school?
2 years ago.
Jesus Christ. Doubts. 17. Let's go on to the next person. I don't trust it. Anyway, mods, get him out of my guest request, please. I don't trust it. I can't trust it. How old are you? Oh, that person's sleeping. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. Oh no, a child can use a calculator. No. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Because my favorite color is orange, and he's orange.
You're not funny. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. All right, this person's not here. Let's go on to the next person. Where are my guest requests at? Oh my god.
Good kids, then on this live, literally got.
Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Why does it keep bringing you up? Why does it keep doing that? Mods, block this bozo. What is going on? Block it! Jesus. Let's go on to the next person. My god. I rebuke it. Talking positively about North Korea? Get out of my face. These people swear that they're like the most intellectual people. They have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Block this one too, please. I don't have time for it today. I genuinely don't have time for the children today. Genuinely don't have time for them. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Yelling at the mods? Because they gotta lock in. How old are you?
18. I was born February 2nd, 2011.
Okay, so why do you support Trump? Hello? Hello? Oh, I didn't. Okay. I didn't even hear what he said. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I did not even hear what he said. Y'all, join the guest request only if you support Trump, y'all. Only if you support Trump. How old are you?
You're a fucking nigger.
Oh, you're mad. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. I'm going to go ahead and drop you for violating TikTok's terms of service. It's kind of hot in here. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 18.
What year were you born? I might need some reparations, chat. Oh my goodness. I don't know. They're coming in here and then leaving. Goodness gracious. I need some reparations. Most rational Trump supporters? On God. Dude, the coffee stained the shit out of my teeth. I'm actually so upset. I'm so upset. All right, y'all. This person's not loading in. Let's go on to the next person. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me. Turn on that bell. We don't have anyone in the guest request. 1.6 thousand people? Damn. What happened? I started reading and people didn't like that? God, I'm cooked. This app is cooked. This app is so cooked. I started reading a source and people were like, actually, no. You're not yelling at people today. Why kids shouldn't be on TikTok? I'm actually really excited for them to get banned. How old are you?
75.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I supported him because of the border crisis was the main reason.
The border crisis? What about it was a crisis?
Oh, there was too many people coming over and they were not vetted.
Oh,
we don't know who's here. We have no clue who's here.
Jacqueline, thank you for the $10 reparation. I appreciate you. Right, but like, you do understand that there was like a pandemic going on, correct?
Yes, I do.
Right, so every country was having this issue. There's no mandate that's necessarily going to stop the severe influx of people coming over the border because of the sheer mass of them leaving their home countries.
I don't have a problem with legal immigration at all.
I wasn't talking about legal immigration.
Well, that's the main reason I support it.
I would prefer you respond to things that I've said.
Okay, say it again.
Okay, I was fully talking about illegal immigration. These people are leaving destabilized economies, right? If we care about like having these people not come here in droves, then we should help to stabilize their economies. But if we're not going to be like doing anything to actually benefit them, I don't think we get to just have a bunch of people like unalive at our borders.
Well, no, I don't want anybody unalive at our borders.
Yeah, but that's what these policies quite literally like, you know, make happen, right? If we cared about these people not actually leaving their countries, we would do what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did, in which we went to seek to stabilize these Central American countries. People typically don't leave countries that are not collapsing in droves.
My point is they should have more control over the border.
Right, so I'm telling you right now that Donald Trump does not want to do the thing that makes it so that we will control the borders better, right? Because there is no amount that we are going to be able to put into the border that is going to like deter millions upon millions upon millions of hundreds of millions of people. That is not a reality that we live in. That it is going to be impossible to stop every single illegal immigrant that comes over the border. But if you want to lessen it and make it easier for us to manage these things, we need to stabilize the Central American countries that they are coming from.
I do think we have most of those countries.
We do not. If anything, yes, we are the ones that destabilize them.
No.
Yes, that is a CIA fact.
I don't agree with that. I think
you don't agree with history.
I think more people need to do research about history and learn.
Like
history.
You?
Well, I mean, I'm 75. I've learned a lot of history.
And not the one that you need to know, because quite literally a lot of these Central American countries are destabilized because of us. And we don't do anything to actually make it so that these people are less likely to leave their countries. People don't leave. I'm not done speaking, ma'am. People don't leave countries that aren't destabilized. They leave it because it is destabilized. If we help to stabilize these countries, then people will be less likely to leave. But if we don't want to do that, then we should give them another option.
So you just believe in open borders, period.
Our borders have always been open. They've never been closed. There is not a single portion in American history in which our borders have been closed. The initial colonies existed as an open border. Our country has been built as an open border. That is why we have places like Philadelphia. That is why we have places like DC. That is why we have places like New York, because our borders have always been open. That's why we have places like California, because our borders have always been open.
They have never been opened as a crisis.
Our country's borders have always been open. We are not North Korea and we are not Japan.
And then they get mad because Trump deports them, but Obama deported more.
You're not responding to anything that I've said so far. It seems like you're sundowning.
The point is, I didn't even know I was going to get on here and talk.
I don't care. That's not relevant to anything that I've said, Linda.
Well, you all you've done is try to overspeak me anyway.
Because you're not responding to anything that I've said. You keep speaking in parables as if you're just like reading off of a piece of paper, and you're not actually engaging in anything that's coming out of my mouth because you're unable to. Oh. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Join the guest request if you support Trump. Hi, how old are you?
Whose pussy is this?
You're loud. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. How old are you? All right, that person's not here. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please give it a sec. What is Zephyr thinking about? Can I ask what he's thinking about? What is Zephyr thinking about, chat? What is Zephyr thinking about? This person's not loading in, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. Chat, comment what Zephyr's thinking about. Hi, how old are you? Oh, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Bird seed? He doesn't really eat a lot of seeds. He has pellets. It's blank. What's blank? Alright, this person's not here, y'all. Where are my guest requests today, y'all? Join the guest requests if you support Trump. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. In the meantime, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell. Touch it every single time I go live, y'all. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Helps to come on every single day. How old are you? Alright, that person's not here either. Give it a second, y'all. I think I scared them off. I scared them off by reading a study. That's all it took. I didn't mean to get that person. That's all it took was me reading. I scared off every debate by me reading. That's all she wrote? Is that what TikTok is? That's scary. How old are you? Alright, that person's not here. I keep getting these like invalid requests. I don't know what this is. Alright, that person's not here either. Let's go on to the next person. Alright, they just left. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Chat, it's taking so long to get a debate in. Please be patient. How old are you?
Monkey balls. Monkey balls.
Okay, you're loud. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please be patient while we get some more people in here. I think... How are you doing this and you're muted? Interesting. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Thank you, Ariana, for the galaxy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hi, how old are you?
42.
I'm sorry, what was it?
42.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So why do you support Trump?
To be honest, I'm not really happy about everything that's been going on since he's been president.
Yeah, go ahead.
But to be honest, I usually always voted Democrat, but this time
I'm just asking why you voted for Trump. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really respectfully, I don't want to hear about your life story.
I'm not trying to give you my life story. I'm just trying to give you the backstory.
I don't want that either. Okay. So can you just tell me why you support Trump, please, so we can actually like not bore people?
Because Kamala gave me nothing to support.
Kamala, and what did you need for her to do to support her?
To give reason to vote for her. She gave no reason. The only thing she spoke
right,
about
so
was
typically
abortion.
it would have to, that's not the only thing she talked about. I think you know that. I think you'd have to be in some kind of I don't know what to call it, a information desert to think that she only ever spoke about abortion, but that is demonstrably false. I think you
okay, so what else did she
So
speak
what would
about?
you she spoke about the fact that people are not able to afford their homes. She spoke about the fact that the groceries these days are incredibly expensive. She spoke about the fact that there's a lot of corruption within these super billion-dollar wealthy companies. She spoke about many of these things. There's no way you only heard her speak about abortion. It just sounds like you only seen. I'm not done speaking. I'm not. Right, all you heard because you don't actually do research, but that's not Kamala Harris's fault. As an American citizen, it is your responsibility to know who your candidates are. Okay, Ariana, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ariana. Anyway, so what would you want her to do?
To do if that's what she had planned to do, I didn't tell you planned to do that.
In what in particular? I didn't say anything.
You did. You said how she talked about how housing wasn't affordable and things were up, but I didn't hear anything about that or what she chose to
She
do
speaks.
about
She.
that.
I'm sorry. I just want before I answer your question, I want to remind you, Kamala Harris has spoken about these things in every single speech that she's ever given. Like I've worked on her. Like I worked on her campaign. She spoke about this in every single speech, every single one. So I don't know how you would miss this. So I off rip, I don't think I believe any word that comes out of your mouth when you said that you didn't see this. But yeah. So which one do you want to hear about first?
Mommy, have some goldfish, please.
Damn. Hello?
Mommy, can I have some goldfish, please?
Not right now.
Damn, give him the goldfish.
He's had 3 packs. But
Okay.
no, but honestly,
Which one did you want her to do? Or which one do you want
bring
to
the
describe?
pricing down of everything. Like I said, it's not because I didn't want to vote for her. I just
Bring the
didn't
pricing down for what?
for housing, for food.
Right. So when she said that she wants to give builders incentives to build 7 million extra houses, is that not going to make things cheaper? When she said that she wants to give a $25,000 help in down payments to like new home buyers, when she wants to expand the child tax credit, right, significantly, that has already lowered like the childhood poverty in this country, by what I believe like 50%. Why? Why? What do you mean?
Also, I didn't believe that she would do anything because in the administration that she was in under Biden, she didn't do anything. So why would she
I don't. You have a
president?
fundamental misunderstanding of what is the job of the vice president. What was she supposed to do?
I mean, isn't her job to collaborate with the president to make things better?
Collaborate with what? Because she's already been the tie-breaking vote. Like she's passed the most tie-breaking votes in like U.S. presidential history. So what was she supposed to do?
I didn't know that.
I'm so confused. Why are you critiquing her job and you don't even know what the fuck her job was?
I know.
Why do you feel like you have the ability to?
Did anything.
What is the job of the vice president? Because they're not a secretary.
4 years.
They're not.
Did they do
I'm gonna let you know this right. I'm gonna move on with you, okay? Because you've clearly not. You don't know what you're talking about, and you just critiqued her because you don't know how to do your own fucking research and read. That kid is fucked, okay? So what is the job of the vice president?
This conversation.
Me neither, actually. Let's go on to the next person. I'm so happy you said that, actually. Like, are you serious? 40 years old at your Jurassic geriatric age? Anyway, hi, how old are you? Why am I so mad? You should be mad when other black people don't read. How old are you? Alright, that person's not here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. Give it a second. Like, if a person is my skin color and you don't read, I get mad. How old are you?
That's good. I'm 22.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Well, mainly he stopped us from going to war with that other country. I forgot the fucking name. I haven't been in tune with much of that shit.
He's talk like an adult, please. You said he stopped us from going to war.
Yeah, he also like
so when he bombs Iran, that's stopping us from going to war.
Well,
when he drops the most, like when he drops 1 second, when Donald Trump drops the most bombs, like more bombs than even President Obama that previously held the record, that is causing less war. Well, when he causes for more children to starve in Yemen for supporting a blockade, that's what stops war.
All right, well, I can get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna keep on going on. I mean, he lowered the prices of groceries. A lot of groceries that are mainly eggs, milk. And,
how did he lower the price of groceries when
he also
how did he do that?
You know what I mean? He's keeping mail.
I need you to be specific when you say these things. How did he do the first thing?
All right, hold on. So I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna say one more, right? After that, I'm gonna switch back to what I said.
You're annoying me. I don't like when my people talk like this. Let's go on to the next person. Call me anti-black. I don't care. Let's go on to the next person. I just don't feel like it's worth my time. How old are you?
28.
Cool. So why do you support Trump?
Well, a few things. I think just Kamala's a loser completely.
I don't think that's a justifiable reason. Just because you have a personal opinion on someone that you don't fucking know, does not have anything to do with the efficacy of how they would run a country. So why don't you support?
And also,
Kamala
if you
Harris?
want people to be on these lives, you need to learn to be fucking respectful. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What are you gonna do? Beat my ass? Anyway, like I was saying before, how you feel about like whether or not she's like
Why
a loser or
are you
whatever,
resorting to violence?
or you talking about like some kind of like some arbitrary, oh, I don't like her, like you're in like high school, that has nothing to do with the efficacy of her as a president, right? I didn't like Joe Biden. I think he still had a high efficacy as a president, okay? But go ahead and like actually make a real answer. Okay, he left. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Like I don't care. I'm Jamaican, not black. That's the kind of stuff I don't like about my community. Hi, how old are you? Are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2005.
Cool. So why do you support Trump?
I support Trump
I'm
because...
sorry, 2005? No. Anyway, y'all, join the guest request if you support Trump, y'all. I don't even have an attitude. I think I think a lot of these things are genuinely just rooted in like misogyny. There are a lot of other male debaters on this app who speak exactly like me, and you guys never say that they have an attitude. You only say that I have an attitude because you don't expect a woman to speak like this. Your masculinization of me is not me having an attitude. It's just me speaking like an adult. Only join the guest. If this person, guys, can you block this person in my guest request, please? Anyway, y'all, feel free to join the guest request if you support Trump, y'all. Feel free to join if you support Trump. I'm actually looking for debates. Weren't you already up here?
Yeah, I don't know why you took me.
Let's go on to the next person. I don't like when my people talk like that. I don't like when my people talk like that, like they don't read. I think it's 2025 and it's unacceptable at this point. Hi, how old are you?
How are you?
I'm sorry, how old are you?
36.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Support him.
I'm sorry? I think you might have like a bad connection. My people, yeah, black people. I'm black people. Yeah, I don't like when my people speak at an older age like they cannot read. I think it is 2025 and we need to lock in. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Cool. So why do you support Trump?
I'm sorry, I just came up here to say I love you and you're a beautiful black woman and I love the way you speak. That's all I came up here to say.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't think people. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kick you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I don't think people realize that, like, you know, a lot of the language that we use comes from the fact that our ancestors could not read. And that's why they spoke the way that they did. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18. I just wanted to say I really love your content and I love what you're doing. Like, I'm like your biggest fan. Like, I love you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, y'all. We are just looking for debates today. I do appreciate y'all so much. We're going to be here for like the next couple hours, willing. Hi, how old are you? Hello, how old are you, V? All right, this person's not here, y'all. Let's go on to the next one. Please be patient if you haven't. Oh, I guess they just left. Y'all, please be patient if you haven't already. Go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell, because every single time I go live, I also have some videos on my account that you can watch. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. That helps me come on here every single day, and it also goes directly into my grifting fund. So please, if you want to help with my grifting, my subscription is $5.99. Thank you. You get access to the sub-only chat at the last hour of the live stream. If I get there without getting bananaed. And yeah, and also you get like, you know, I can see your chats directly. Anyway, y'all, we don't have anyone in the guest request right now. I'm begging for money. Hell yeah, I'm begging for money. Who wouldn't? All we do in this country is beg for money. Right? You voted for Donald Trump because you're begging for money. Right? You can't afford groceries, you're begging for money. All we do, you go to a job because you're begging for money, okay? Hi, how old are you? Hello? Okay. Bradley, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. You were just complaining in my chat about not being able to come up, and now you come up and you can't talk? Let's go on to the next person, y'all. How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2007.
You're working 9 to 5 begging for money. There's no difference there. So you say 2005? You're 18, born in 2005.
Nope,
No.
2007.
Oh.
2007. I said 2007.
You said 07?
Yep.
Chad, did he actually say 07? I thought I heard 05. He said 07. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, so why do you support Trump?
A lot of economic reasons. He did fix most of our gas prices.
With what policy?
I'm not sure the exact policy, but I did know most of our stocks have gone down. So, I don't know. Can you top that?
That has nothing to do with gas prices. Like, literally nothing.
Nothing.
So you not knowing like what policy it is, that means you're just like asserting that he's responsible for these lowering in prices. But that gives me nothing to work on, right? Right. If anything, it's that the presidents don't have control over how much gas prices are. Like they don't at all.
All right, and also the fact that he has deported most illegals.
He has not
Illegal
deported most
aliens
illegal
that-
immigrants.
What?
He has not deported most illegal immigrants.
He has.
No, he
At
has
least. How many has he deported?
not even close to what the actual number is.
Anyways.
Anyway, so why are you pro
Still,
like deporting?
I live where he is deporting everyone. So
I
it's
don't.
definitely-
That's not a justification. I don't want to hear that. So
That is a
why is
justification.
it? No, it's not. Only like a simpleton would think that's a justification, but it's not. You just seeing something doesn't mean that it's happening in a wide.
I
broad
literally live in
aspect.
California. What do you mean?
And California is not the entire country. Anyway, like I was saying before, right? So if it is like are you like allergic to money or something? Like why do you care about like why should he like overspend and expand the national deficit by deporting people who literally uphold our economy and give us free money?
Because they committed a national crime.
It is not a national crime.
It is a crime.
It
The
is
second
it
they
is,
come into
it
this
is
country,
not a
well,
national
most people-
crime.
well,
It is a
most
misdemeanor.
people- It's not. It's a
It is.
felony.
It is not a felony. It is a misdemeanor.
Do you need me to pull it up?
You can pull it up. It is indeed not a felony. It is a felony when they deport you and then you come back. But upon first entry, it is a misdemeanor.
It is not.
It is.
Anyways, well, most people will say.
Let's.
their
I'm sorry. You
argument
said to pull it up. Can you pull it up and read it, please?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you talk.
Okay, well, I'm turning on my computer. Hello.
Okay, I can just do it for you. Oops, I have Ian's live up. Anyway, is crossing the border illegally a felony? Oops, I misspelled felony. Oh, I did it again. Big thumb. First time illegal entry is generally a misdemeanor, but subsequent entries or other aggravating factors may result in a felony charge.
Right, but they're still committing a crime the second they get into this country.
Right, we can say that they're committing crimes, but it was also a crime to like hide Jews in your attic.
Right.
Right.
Excuse me?
It was also a crime to hide Jews in your attic and hide Japanese people in your house.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant like now. I was going to say that's very anti-Semitic.
It's not anti-Semitic to say that people are hiding Jewish people in their attic.
That's kind of anti-Semitic.
No, it's not. What are you, 5 years old?
No.
What about that was anti-Semitic? What are you talking about?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Okay, so now you're not even engaging?
I'm engaging. I'm asking if I can ask you a question.
Respond to what I said.
What did you say?
Okay, let's go on to the next person. I don't think this is worth my time. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Like, if you just show off immediately that you weren't listening to me, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like, I do this thing in like real life when people are talking to me or I'm talking to someone and they clearly haven't listened to me at all. I go, oh, I just walk away. I immediately just walk away. Hi, how old are you?
19.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I believe he's going to make America great again.
Can you talk like a person and not like a cult member? Typically, cult members respond with like scriptures and phrases and not actual answers when they are asked similar questions.
So you said that's a cult that would make me a part of a cult.
I said, can you not respond like a cult member?
Okay, so how does that make me sound like a member of a cult, if I may ask?
I just explained it to you. I said that typically when they're asked basic questions, they typically respond with the words of their leader and not necessarily their own. They respond with words that are phrases or scriptures that aren't actual answers and are actually thought ending. This whole thing of Make America Great Again does not actually stand for anything. It is not specific, and it is quite, I forgot the word, like arbitrary, right?
Okay.
I would require you to give an actual answer to my question.
So could I respond to that?
I don't care for you to respond to what I said. Answer the question like an adult.
Okay, I'm going to respond to that. So you would call people who follow Christ? Would you call people who follow Christ part of a cult?
Cults are just religions that haven't gone mainstream. But they're all cults.
I don't believe that, but
you don't have to believe it, but it's whatever.
Okay, I would also like to respond to the other part you said. It doesn't mean anything and it's not specific. I believe it means something when you say you're going to make America great again. How does that not mean anything to you?
This is not relevant to the conversation. Can you answer the question?
Yes, it is. Donald, why do you support Trump?
It does. I don't. I need you to explain to me what that actually means.
If I ask you why do you support Kamala Harris, you could say I believe she's going to make America great again. That's an answer. Is
no,
it not?
that is not an answer that I would give you.
How is that not an answer to your question?
Because it doesn't give any context and it's vague. And I don't. If
you don't like my answer,
honey, I'm going to tell you this right now.
If you don't like my answer,
I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you keep going ahead with this like very childish argument that you're making,
it's not childish. You asked the question. I gave an answer. If you don't like it, cry about it.
I'm going to have to move on to the next person. This is a waste of time.
Okay, I'm going to speak.
Okay, that's what I asked you to do. So answer the question, please.
Yeah, and I did it.
With full context and not a vague one. I would appreciate that.
How is that not full?
I don't need you to complain about this. I need you to actually answer that. If everyone else has been able to answer the question, you're the only one. You're the outlier here. So can you please answer the question?
Okay. If I was not a Trump supporter and I came up here and if I was coming here,
I don't care.
You asked me the question.
Can you please answer?
Well, evidently you do.
This is such an insane thing to get hung up on.
This is such an insane thing to get hung up on. You asked a question, I gave an answer.
This is such an insane thing to get hung up on. Give specifics to what you're saying. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Then you're illiterate.
There was nothing to read.
No, that does not mean you can't read. You just. Okay,
that's what illiterate means. Literature. Literate.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Disagreement. That's how you interpret it. Disagreement. Okay. So if you do not know. Okay, can I ask my question again? So you said you don't know what Make America Great Again. It means what it. That's common sense. Well, I guess common sense isn't common anymore, but you know.
Common sense isn't a real thing. Common sense for a person who lives in the jungle is not going to be the same common sense for someone who lives in a city. Common sense is not real. It's fully subjective. For my
species. I believe we're the same species. I hope we are.
No, even within our same. Do you think when I said a person in a jungle and a person in a city, I'm talking about two different species? No, they're presumably both human.
Okay, well. That's a person in a jungle. Oh wow, what are you, Tarzan?
Right, a human and a human.
That's not okay. No, my thing is, how do you not understand what Make America Great Again? It's,
I don't care. Explain it to me.
He's gonna make America great again. What more?
I don't. That is a thought ending. That is a thought ending phrase. What does that mean?
Okay, I'm going to answer the question. What does Make America Great Again? He's going to make America great again. If you don't understand
that is a thought-ending phrase. How is he going to do that?
I wouldn't call it that.
That's literally what it is because you're stopping.
You want to know what I would call it? You want to know what I would call it?
It's a slogan.
No, you want to know what I would call it? Yeah.
How is Donald Trump? I'm going to ask you one last time. How is Donald Trump going to make America great again?
Okay, so how is he going to make America great again?
Peter.
Teeth.
What about my teeth?
Braces. Anyway.
Braces?
Yeah, like you need them.
No one needs braces.
That you can't say that. You don't know what people need. You can't say that.
You do realize that braces are for aesthetics, right? It's like getting your ears pierced.
No, it's not. Some people need braces. No, it's not.
No, the whole thing of needing braces is just like your teeth are like crooked, but it's an aesthetics thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
Needing braces could be defined as a deformity.
Early humans did not need braces, and early humans did not have straight teeth.
Well, yeah, because they weren't.
And
Okay,
yet
I'm gonna put it like this: they didn't have common sense like this,
And
like
yet
we
here,
have it.
and
Sorry.
yet here we all are. That was just like really.
You want to know
immature.
some early on humans also didn't wear clothes.
I don't care.
Early humans.
Early humans did wear clothes.
Not like we wear them. They didn't wear t-shirt, underwear, pants, and/or shorts, and/or shoes. Well, they did wear
T-shirt
shoes.
underwear is not the only type of clothes we have.
I explained more. I said pants.
I don't care about
shorts.
this. I genuinely
Okay, so
don't care about
you
this.
who brought it up? Me or you?
You brought up my teeth.
No, you brought up early humans.
You brought up my teeth.
Yeah, and then you tracked back to 1 BC.
Can you just not talk about my looks like an adult?
You talked about my voice.
Yeah, because you sound like fucking Lois Griffin. Can you answer the question, please?
I did, and you didn't like my answer. You said
Okay,
you
let's
didn't
go on to
understand.
the next person. This is like
Okay,
L
that
rage
makes-
bait. This is L rage bait. Let's go on to the next person, y'all.
Hey.
Awful. How old are you?
Yeah, sorry about him. 21.
Okay. Sorry, I don't apologize for another person. They weren't you. Anyway, so why do you support Trump?
No tax on tips.
What about it?
I think it's a great policy. I think it debunks the idea that he's only out here to help the rich.
I don't think that debunks the idea when it is the case that like within that same bill that you're describing, he's removing health care from like underprivileged people in this country to subsidize the tax cuts to his buddies.
Yeah, but like you said, to his buddies, but are his buddies also waitresses and stuff? People making. I think it's a great policy. It's going to bring $1,700.
But I don't think that is all that it takes. I don't think that's going to like subsequently like balance out the 17 million people losing their health care.
Like for me, I'm not going to lose healthcare, but I am going to make $1,700 a year back into my pocket thanks to no tax
Right, and
on
it's going to
tips.
go right back into your doctor.
It's going to go. Oh, I really don't spend nearly $1,700 a year on medical expenses.
It generally doesn't matter, though. I feel like these increased prices that we're going to have because of the lack of people on Medicaid, the amount of money that you make a year from your no tax on tips, your temporary no tax on tips, your very limited overtime no tax on tips, is not going to be enough for you to actually like feel any kind of benefit. Given the fact that you will be paying more for other people's health care.
So
because
hold on.
poor people are still going to go to the hospital.
Do you? I mean, you're kind of trying to bring this conversation over to Medicare. I'm asking.
I'm
about
not
no
bringing
tax
the
on
conversation over to Medicare. I'm saying that the amount of money that you're going to be making from these no tax on tips, which is purely dependent on whether or not you get tips and all of that kind of stuff, it has a lot of stipulations. And this premium, somebody read, I'm sorry, I read the word premium. These temporary like tax incentives that you have, no, it's not going to be enough to supplement the cost, the increased cost overall for every American in this country with the increased prices of
I said, I don't pay a whole lot for premiums. But
you're going to be paying more with the lack of people on Medicaid, right? You're talking about what you are now. I'm not talking about what you are now. I don't know why you're not addressing what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm asking you if you support no tax on tips, essentially.
No, I think if you get paid, it should be taxed. I don't think service workers who get who live on tips should be exempt from this just on a whim, right? I'm not done speaking. I think we should be attacking the companies, right, in industries who purposely underpay them so that their pay is then passed on to the consumer. I think that's fucking ridiculous. I think we should just pay these people what they need to be paid. I don't think things like tips should exist in this country at all.
Actually, but I make a lot more money off tips than what I would at like another job. Like Publix would pay me like $18 an hour.
Yes, but tips exist because it allows for companies to be able to underpay you. I don't think that should be the case. I don't think tips should exist. It doesn't exist in any other country. You know what I mean? Tips don't really exist in like places like Europe, and those people still get paid more.
But it's an incentive though, because I can make like $50 an hour off of tips.
I don't really care. That's like a simpleton worldview. You'd be making a lot more with steadier income that's not determined by whether or not someone cares about you, or someone gives a shit, because tipping is not a mandatory thing. I can just we could all stage like a significant strike in just not tipping people. You know what I mean? And you would not be able to pay your bills. I don't think that should be the case. That should
What
never
about
be the
sales
case.
commission?
Sales commission is different. I'm pretty sure that's something that comes out of like what the company actually pays you.
It's kind of the same idea though, where it's like the better you do, the more money you make, and like people can make millions off of
Right,
commission.
but it's not for sales commission, so I don't know why you're talking about that.
Yeah, but like sales commission is like a very similar idea.
Yeah, but
to
it's
tips,
not.
'cause it's
But it's being taxed though, so I don't know why you're telling me about this.
Yeah, but I mean, you're telling me that you fundamentally disagree with the idea of tipping,
I do.
and that's why you don't support no tax on tips. And the reason why
That's
I
not
support
what I
no
said.
tax, you said that like, you said it's a way that companies can pay their employees.
That
less,
wasn't
and you
my
think
argument. I said that's why tipping exists. That's why it exists. Do you understand?
So do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that tipping exists?
I think it's a bad thing. It's literally rooted in racism.
Racism.
Yeah. Tipping was not always a thing.
Yeah, no, I know the history of tipping, but
right,
like,
so I don't know why. If you know the history of tipping, then you would not have been confused about what I said.
like I don't think it's racist today.
I don't give a shit that it's racist or not today. I'm saying that like, yeah, it is rooted in racism. It's rooted in not paying people.
Yeah, but like I can make a lot more off of it, and I think like the no tax on tips thing is like you would support a tax cut for low income people.
Right, but not one that is dependent on whether or not someone cares to tip you. I think if you ever do get a tax cut, it should be based off of the actual money that you make, and not just dependent on whether or not that I feel it in my heart to give you $2.50 that day.
I mean, okay. So you just think tipping in general is a bad idea, but
I think tipping has always been an economic issue that it is at the root of the most corrupt parts of capitalism.
okay. Well, I feel like wouldn't you agree that like most people who make tips are like low income?
Yes, and they don't have to be that way. The reason that they are low income is because of tipping.
Well, I mean, like I could take a job that doesn't pay tips, right? But like,
and you would get things like healthcare.
Like you're telling me that you think tipping is bad, it was a bad idea, rooted in racism, whatever. But the reality is that the vast majority of people making tips are not very wealthy.
And man, I wonder why that is. It's almost like they don't have consistent income.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, I could take another job. But
with the rising, people shouldn't have to work multiple jobs. That's the issue, right? You're proving my point right now. You're proving my point that the fact that they get tips is not substantive to their lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to make more money, right? Like I'm in college right now, and I could go on to pursue like a better career, right?
Not everyone can do that. That's why people have tipping jobs, right? If a person has a tipping job, especially like an older person, right, outside of college age, it's because they're not going to college. Most people are not going to college, right? I don't know why you keep bringing this back to yourself as if you are representative of the average person in the United States. You're not.
Well, I think I am an average person. I'm in college.
You're not. I didn't say that you're not an average person. You are not representative of the average person in the U.S. The fact that you can even go to college is indicative of how much money you have.
I mean, I'm taking out loans though, so like I don't really have any money.
It genuinely doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right?
I'm taking out loans, so like how does that make me rich?
Because people who graduate college typically make more money.
I'm in debt, so like I'm going in debt.
People who graduate college typically have more money.
Yeah, and for people who are low income, right, going to college, there's so much opportunity. There's Pell Grants, there's loans.
With what money, and with what time?
Pell Grants. I mean,
what money and with what time?
I mean, what do you mean time? There's 168 hours in a week. I mean, I'm only taking 5 classes.
Right, 5 classes in a week is a lot of time for a lot of people. These people, a lot of time, lower income houses, they typically have families, children, are married or not married a lot of times. Sometimes that calls me, I don't fucking know. But a lot of time they have children, they do not have time for that. They work these low income jobs because they need the money now. People do not have the disposable time, especially since most people in this country, or not most people, like a lot of people in this country have like 2 or 3 jobs, right? People like usually do not have time to go to college. Right, going to college is a privilege. You need to have disposable time.
Yeah, I mean, 2 or 3 jobs is crazy.
It's not crazy. That's a reality for a lot of people. Typically, those who take tips in this country.
Yeah, but like, how much anecdotal evidence have you heard of people like going back to school and like you know, they're taking night classes or they're doing online classes. Go at your own pace.
The only
Like,
people that I've known to take night classes are those who have time to do so, and most
yeah, but
people
like
do
go
not.
at your own pace. Like go at your own pace classes.
I don't know why.
Like,
I don't know why you're saying this. You should not need to go to college and go into debt to live a normal life in this country. You should not have to rely on tips and debt to live a substantive life in this country. I don't know why you're talking about college. Are you 5 years old? That's not how the real world works.
Working at the grocery store should not be the American dream.
It's not the American dream. Do you think people are working at a fucking grocery store because they want to work at a grocery store? But these jobs are still, like, needed within our society. We need people to work the jobs, regardless of whatever you say. I don't know why you're misrepresenting my argument as if this is what people should strive for. It doesn't fucking matter. Even if it's not what they should strive for, they should still be able to pay their bills, even if this job is lower paying. Okay? People should not always need to grind to be able to pay their bills and have a house. People should not be one bad injury away from being homeless. That is bare minimum. I don't know why you keep talking about college and grinding and getting a better job. That is not possible for most people in this country.
Okay,
you need to learn more about what actually happens when people are in poverty.
So your ideal society where people are not one bad injury away from being homeless, that's impossible because there's so many people that have manufacturing jobs and labor jobs that if they lose their hand, they lose their income. So and you're also saying that you shouldn't have to rely on tips.
Right, you shouldn't be homeless when you get injured at your job.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna be homeless. You're gonna have disability, but that's not a lot of money. So like, there are a lot of people.
And we should give them more money
right now. Huh?
And we should give them more money.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not gonna be a lot because that's gonna be a drain on everybody.
And we should give them more. And we should give them more until they are. You're proving my point. I don't think you realize what you're doing right now. I don't think you even understand what we're arguing right now. You are.
Yeah,
You are. I don't think we're. I don't. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Because this conversation is boring me.
Yeah.
You are very disconnected from the world around you.
No, I think this conversation took a million detours.
It's because of you.
Can we talk about abortion?
No.
Okay. Can we talk about transgenderism?
No.
Okay. Can we talk about? Wait. Why not?
You're not a doctor.
Okay, but I mean, I'm a voter.
And you take tips, but you're not a doctor, though.
I'm a voter,
but you're not a doctor. I don't believe that voters should be able to vote on medical necessary things.
I'm a human,
but you're not a doctor. You're not a human doctor, so I don't care.
I don't think it's medical. I think it's moral. I think it's ethical.
And that's why I don't want to talk to you about it because that's what a simpleton would say. So do you have anything else you want to talk about that you
Wait,
know
how
what
am I
you're
a
talking
simpleton
about?
though for saying that?
You are a simpleton for thinking that healthcare is a moral issue. Go ahead.
It's not healthcare though. Like I disagree with you
anyway,
fundamentally on that.
It seems like there's something else. Let's go on to the next person. I don't feel like debating about transgender people, 1% of the fucking population, and healthcare of which you've shown that you don't understand the basics of. I'm not having that conversation with you. I'm going to be picking my battles today. What is a woman? Your mom. Hi, how old are you? All right, I don't think this person's here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell. I go live every day, usually. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. At the little, I don't know if it's at the bottom of the screen. There's like a little star. You can subscribe over there. The house to come up on here every single day. A lot of compliments, but you know. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. Yeah, the fact that guy had no idea how to he doesn't understand consent. You know, he's definitely that guy's definitely a pred. How old are you?
Hi, 68.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Oh, I don't support Trump. I came in because I wanted to comment on the prior young man about his.
I'm not looking for people to comment on other people on this live. I apologize, but I'm just looking for people to debate.
Okay, because he doesn't understand that what the no tax on tip really is.
They never do, but I appreciate you. Sauce, they get SOSJ, I appreciate you, but I do have to move on, ma'am. I do have to move on. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Give it a second. Hi, how old are you?
36.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
In a business sense, I support him because he's a businessman.
What about him?
America's a business. He runs a business
How is America a business?
in every sense and every way you look at it.
Okay, so define a business. What does it take to be a business?
A business takes money. America's
No,
a business.
really? I thought it took rocks and shells from the beach. No. Okay, so what does it mean to be a business?
In which sense?
In the sense of a business.
You have a boss and you have workers.
You have a boss and you have workers. Right? But like what that's what makes something a business? I don't have
America,
a boss and I don't have a boss and I don't have workers.
That's fine.
Do entrepreneurs not have businesses?
In the way. Yeah.
Okay, but they don't have a boss or workers usually.
America makes money.
I'm not done speaking. Hey, I'm not done speaking. Okay?
That's
so
fine. Go ahead.
So answer my question, okay? So an entrepreneur doesn't have workers and they don't have a boss. So are they not a business?
Now you're skipping steps.
I'm not skipping steps. So a entrepreneur owns their own business. They don't have a boss and they don't have workers. What are they?
A business.
How are they a business if you don't have a boss?
They're the boss.
And they're the worker?
Yeah.
That's a sole proprietor.
Which is a business.
That is absurd. So okay, so what you're referring to is not something that's outside, but you yourself can also hold to this as well.
What are you going for here? You want to talk about America being a business?
I'm just making sure we're talking about the same things, Bissell.
Well, I mean, you just skipped multiple steps. Like,
which
one do you want to talk about?
What step did I skip?
We went from America being a business to what is the entrepreneur? Is that a business? Like, which one do you want to talk about?
I'm not skip.
Or why am I a Trump supporter? Which one do you want to?
Holy fucking shit! That actually just pissed me off. I just got rage baited. I'm sorry. I just got rage baited. I'm sorry. I just got rage baited. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. I had like rage just bubbled in me. I just got rage baited. Anyway, so how is the United States a business? Unmute. Yo, Southerners are never beating the I can't read and I'm in. Southerners are never beating. He left. They're never. When I tell you guys, they're never beating the simpleton allegations. They're never beating the allegations.
Oh my god, sorry, so sorry. I just pressed the button.
It's okay, I got you. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. I'm gonna be live for like the next 2 hours, hopefully. I haven't done a full live in a minute. Hi, how old are you?
21.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Because these 3 black men on top of me, you see them? They all want to fuck me.
Okay, weird. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I hope you have a good time with them, though.
Hello.
Ungrip. Loose. Ungrip for me. Ungrip. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Alright, so why do you support Trump?
Because Trump, his policies really appealed to me.
What policy?
Just the stuff he's making everything cheaper. Groceries are cheaper.
With what policy?
His big, beautiful bill.
There is nothing in the big, beautiful bill that is set to make groceries cheaper.
I don't know, but something about Trump. He's very charismatic.
Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I think that was just like a troll. Hi, how old are you? Hello? Alright, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Join if you support Trump, y'all. Remember, we are just looking for debates. Oh my god. My face, I'm sweating. My face is like all shiny. Hi, how old are you?
All shiny.
Hello, how old are you? Oh my god, no. Let's go to the next person, y'all. Oh, you're lagging real bad. I think you were a child anyway, but let's go on to the next person.
Yo, I'm back. Why'd you kick me off with the 3 black men?
I have no idea who you are. Let's go on to the next person, y'all.
Kick me.
Yeah, I will. Anyway, y'all, only join if you support Trump. Remember, we are just looking for debates. Men versus not sexually harassing people. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, Queen.
Don't talk to me like that. Mods, block this person, please. Bait rage, on God. On God. You know? Like, I just don't appreciate. That was a white man. Who are you talking to? Like, hello? Hello? Like, who are you talking to? Hey, Queen.
Yo, what's up? You can't get rid of me, bitch. I'm here again.
I have no idea who that is. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. Was that a white dude? Sounded like it. No one says it in that grating Marge Simpson type voice. Better than like a white tea twink. Hi, how old are you? Liz, are you here? Alright, y'all, we don't have... Oh, shit, that was the last second. I'm so sorry to kick you. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for debates. And that was a mistake. Oh, it's okay. I got you. Jonah, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo. I appreciate you. White tea. Yeah, white tea. White tea. That's how you gotta say it on TikTok these days. They don't like when you do it the other way. Y'all, join the guest request. Where are the debates at, bro? Where are the debates at? Do I scare people off that much? I was a good girl today. It can't be that easy. Oh my god, guys, I'm making a sim in The Sims 4. I gave her huge knockers. I'm making a fairy sim, and she's like a fairy queen. I gave her huge knockers. Alright, that person wasn't here. Do I debate daily? Yeah, usually except for like Thursdays, because I need a day off to like not talk to legions. Is that Sleeping Pikachu? That's a Sleeping Pikachu and a Sleeping Zephyr on top of it. Yeah. Gave hella totters. Y'all, please be patient while we get some more people in here. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me. Turn on that bell. It tells you every single time I go live, y'all. Also, don't forget to subscribe to me. And if you want to support my Cash App or Venmo to help me come on here every single day, it's at the top there, Tashika baby. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2007.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Because I feel like he's just a really good person, you know, like,
is this like a troll?
Like keeping...
Is this a...
No.
You're not... Oh, because you're not funny. Like, at all.
I never said I'm funny.
Carlin's rolling in his grave because he's a really cool person. Are you 5 years old?
Bro,
really?
What?
Are you 5 because he's a cool person? Is that all it took? Okay. Let's go on to the next person. How old are you?
Hey, how's it going? I'm 38.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
So I supported Trump because his current policy that they just passed was to cut SNAP benefits. And I agree with the SNAP program, but I see that there's a lot of parts of the SNAP program that are not good.
So we need to cut all of it?
No, I wouldn't. He didn't cut all of it.
Right, but he's significantly lowering the amount of people that are able to qualify for it.
Oh, for sure, and they
should. Which is going to hurt. Which is going. Okay, so like, what are you referring to here? Are you referring to like fraud?
For instance, per the Pew Research Center, there was 18.1% of people on SNAP benefits have a associate's or bachelor's degree. I don't think anyone that's already got a degree that has already, spent $30,000 getting a degree, and then they say they can't feed themselves. That doesn't make sense.
I don't think you understand how that works. Do you think people who stop talking? Do you think when college costs $30,000 that the average person is spending $30,000 out of pocket? Maybe their own snap because they cannot afford to both pay back these loans, because that's what the $30,000 is. Pay back these loans. Are you trolling actually? Because there's no way you're a rational person.
So why
Aren't
would that
you?
be
Wait a minute. Stop talking. Aren't you the guy that said they didn't vote for Kamala Harris because she calls her husband Dougie?
I did, but that's
Get
not
the fuck out of my life. Mods, block this dog. Block it. Block this dog immediately. I'm choosing my battles today. I am choosing my battles today. Okay? I'm not talking to that. I'm not talking to that. Okay? What? Bro forgot that, like, debt exists. I'm not taking the rage bait. I don't feel like explaining to someone that people go into, like, college debt. That's rage bait. That person wanted attention. I'm not dealing with it. They wanted attention. I'm not dealing with it. Yeah, he came up and said that Kamala Harris is disrespectful to her husband because her nickname for him is Little Dougie.
Hey, bitch. I'm
not your friend. Anyway, y'all, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Weird. Hi, how old are you? Hello? Anyway, y'all, I'm being harassed by white tea twinks. And it's really odd. You know what I mean? These people, they imitate black women till their dying breath and then fucking hate black women. That's insane to me. I think that's kind of wild. How you gonna hate the people that made you? I think that's kind of funny. I think it's really odd.
Hello?
Hello? How old are you?
19.
Can you talk normal?
I am. What's your...
Anyway, that's annoying me. I'm not taking the rage bait. Anyway, y'all, join if you support Trump, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been getting like a lot of... I don't know why my live streams are being sent to children, but it's like when your lives are 18 plus, it attracts literally everyone who's not that. You know what I mean? Opposite of vocal fry. Hot breath. That's what it sounds like. I'm so mad for what? I'm not mad. I think... Have you ever spoken to like a person before? How old are you?
57.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because of the previous administrations let all the illegals in, open borders.
If they let illegals in, that means that they weren't illegal.
No, if they come from a different country illegally into this country, that means.
But if they let them in, that means it was legal. That's what legal immigration is.
Okay, well they got in, didn't they?
Because they let them in, that means they're not illegal. Like to let people into a country is legal migration.
That does not change the fact that they're still ill.
How would they still be illegal if they let them into the country?
Because they gave them a deal and then they don't show up.
They gave them a deal?
Yeah.
What deal?
All these sanctuary cities and everything that's going on, they're being protected.
Yes, they are being protected, so they have more time to wait to get to their actual court hearings. Right? Sanctuary cities are for like asylum seekers.
Correct. I agree
with you. Right, those are legal migrants, genius.
They're not, but if they enter the country illegally,
you're not describing illegal migrants. Asylum seekers are legal immigrants.
Not if they've entered the country illegally, they are not.
Asylum seekers are legal migrants. You don't know what you're talking about. You have a fundamental misunderstanding of how this works. You just hate these people for no fucking reason. They literally give you free... Stop talking when I'm talking. Stop talking when I'm talking. They literally give you free fucking money, and they make it so that everything that you have is cheaper. I realize that Americans are so disconnected from their own processes of the things they benefit from daily. It doesn't matter whether or not they're legal or illegal. These people literally respect your elders. Get the fuck out of my life. Mods, block that person. Are you kidding me? That's a group that I'll never respect. Anyway, you're why I'm here. Anyway, so like I was saying before, yo, that actually just rage baited me. I just got successfully rage baited. Holy shit. I just got stop talking. I just got super rage baited. That pissed me off. Anyway, get a load of that guy. You can't because he's banned. Anyway, so no, these people literally make everything you have cheaper. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about. You're describing legal migrants as people that were let into the country. Those are legal migrants. Asylum seekers are legal migrants. Legal.
Okay, why are they being deported then?
They're not supposed to be because it's illegal to deport them. You can't deport them without due process, of which they are not getting. Asylum seekers are not supposed to be deported because they are legal. Even the dog is calling you out.
And the other reason that I support Trump is
let's go on to the next person. If you can address what I said previously and you're just going to skip over, I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to take that as a concession. Hi, how old are you? Alexa? Hello, I cannot hear you. Mute and unmute. Okay, that person's not here. Let's go on to the next person.
Why are you so fat and ugly?
I'm fat, but I'm definitely not ugly. But let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hi, how old are you? Alright, let's go on to the next person. Give it a second, y'all. We'll get some more people in here. I don't know why people keep trying to call me ugly. The face card is lethal. I don't understand why anyone would ever say that about me. One thing you'll never, ever. Hi, how old are you?
I think you're beautiful.
I don't care. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. All right. Only join if you support Trump. How old are you?
18.
Oh, block it. You're not funny.
What do you mean?
You're not funny.
What do you mean?
You're not funny. Anyway, y'all, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please be patient while we get some more debates in, y'all. Feel free to join the guest request if you support Trump. Hi, how old are you?
24.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I think he's made America safe.
Donald Trump has made America safe when violent crime increases under his presidencies?
How?
But given the fact that his rhetoric, his disparaging of like people who are in this country, even if they're here legally, the amount of like hate crimes under his presidency does increase, but they lower under every other president. Why do you think that is?
Because the left haven't won this time.
It has not been the left. It has literally been people who actually like, expound right-wing rhetoric, right? All of the people who have committed the most recent like hate crimes are people who identify as right-wingers and typically like repost and quote Donald Trump.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. They just left. Let's go on to the next person.
Mom, can you debate her? Mom! Can you debate her? This girl. Can you debate her, Mom?
You want to watch your mom get embarrassed?
Mama,
what's going on?
What is she saying?
I don't know. You should read it.
Why do you support Trump?
Your daughter wants to embarrass you? Damn, she don't fuck with you. Yo, if my kid ever did this, you're out of the house. What do you want to? Why do you support Trump? Do you want to answer? Damn. That's like really bad. That's really bad. Could you imagine your daughter's like, Mom, I want to see you get fucking embarrassed in front of 1.6 thousand people. You need to have a sit down with your kid. Anyway, y'all, that person not loading in, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. Only join if you support Trump. Yo, imagine your daughter's your biggest op. Damn. I know, the mom's
you,
probably
nigger.
You're mad.
Fuck you,
Anyway, you're mad. Anyway, it seems like the daughter, the mom is like a Trump supporter. But I guess, like, I don't know. Am I gonna get called the N-word instead of debase today? Is that all they have to offer me? And all that for free? Oh no, block it. I'm not your friend.
Hey.
I'm not your friend. Let's go on to the next person, y'all.
Hello.
How old are you?
18. Are you?
What year were you born?
Hello. Don't understand. California.
I'm not dealing with it. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I'm tired. I'm not dealing with it. Learn it and come back. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18. I just wanted to say, face card T.
Okay, you can say that in the comments. I appreciate you. Wait, you're a supporter. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please say it in the comments. How old are you? Okay, that person not here, y'all. Give it a second. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. The block list is growing. It does every live. It does every live. I don't appreciate it a lot. Like, I get when people think I'm pretty, but it takes away from, like, everything I do. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I support Trump not specifically because I love him. I support him because I thought he was a better option than Kamala. I just think it's really important to have someone who can clearly communicate their thoughts to their country.
Oh,
and I
really?
didn't feel like I was getting that with Kamala.
First of all, that's not how you pronounce her name. I think the fact that you pronounce her name like that shows that you have not actually interacted with a single piece of social media that has actually included Kamala Harris, because she says her name all the time, and the fact that you don't know how to actually pronounce it shows that you have not engaged in any of her conversations. So can you tell me one time when Donald Trump was able to answer a question fully, and when Kamala Harris was not able to answer a question? Actually, no. Just give me the one where Kamala was not able to answer a question.
There's plenty of times. I mean,
when did she say
closer to the election?
Do you realize that when she said the coconut tree thing, she was quoting her mother?
I mean, but what relevance does that have to us?
The relevance was that you are not here. You did not come out of nowhere, and that you did not indeed fall out of a coconut tree, and that you are a product of decades of history, of human history. You never listened to that full clip, have you?
I definitely have.
You wouldn't have this stance if you listened to the full clip, because, like, literally we say this thing all the time where we say money doesn't grow on trees, or you didn't fall out of the sky, but she was quoting her mother who said you didn't fall out of a coconut tree. You are
there's plenty
what
of
your
other reasons.
ancestors... Stop talking, actually.
She was supposed to...
Stop talking, actually. She was
Oh.
talking about how her mother was telling her how she is a product of the entirety of human history, and that she is not unique, and that the things of the past 100% still do affect her. That's what that means. How are you not able to understand that? We say that all the time. That's like one of the most profound things that we say, generally. Are you, like, dumb? Okay. Can you give me something that actually, like, goes over her effectiveness? Can you unmute? Holy shit, who would have thought?
Sorry.
Anyway, so can you
I
actually
didn't
say something
realize
that
I was
makes...
muted. Yes, I was talking.
Say something that actually makes sense, that you can actually substantiate. Can you tell me when she was not able to answer a question? Because when she said that she wasn't answering a question, she would just that was a speech.
I mean, there's plenty of other reasons we can move on from.
Okay,
past
so
this
can
one,
you
but I think for
we can move
Yes.
past it if you concede.
I'm not going to concede on
Okay, so then
something
we're not going to
you-
move. So we're not going to move past it then. So can you provide me an example where she was unable to answer a question?
You think I just have all this like memorized in my head? You asked me.
I definitely don't think it fell. I definitely don't think it fell out of a coconut tree. But you made the claim, and if you're unable to substantiate it, then it's not worth having a conversation with you. If you cannot substantiate this most basic of basic claims, I don't know why would I would waste my time and trust that you would substantiate any other claim that you're making. So go find one. I'll give you some time.
How am I supposed to go find one?
You're on a supercomputer. Use it. You have a phone. Go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell to see every single time I go live, guys. Thank you all so much for this for the love. I have almost 650 new followers. I love you all. Let's see if we can get to like 800 or 700. I would appreciate that a lot. Okay. Oh, did you find one already? What's the interview called?
It was, I don't specifically know the time of the interview. I'm sorry.
What was the interview?
When they were talking about, it was some sort of debate. They were talking about
with who?
Her jobs as the
with
border
who?
czar.
With who? I feel nauseous. I feel kind of not. Oh my God, 675. Thank you.
Why do you keep muting me?
I didn't mute you. You left the app.
Oh, I'm
anyway,
sorry.
so who was she talking to?
Lester Holt.
It was an interview or a debate?
Yeah. With KBC or NBC.
Lester Holt interview. Oh my God! Why do you guys keep bringing this up? She did
tonight.
So where is it at?
I don't know the exact minute mark, sweetie.
Okay, so what was the question that was asked to her?
If you want me to go prepare some notes to come back.
You don't need to prepare. So wait a minute. Are you giving me a random fucking interview? Are you giving me a random interview? The question was, give me the one. What was a question where she was unable to answer? So what question did he ask that she was unable to answer? Holy, I'm getting rage baited. I'm getting rage baited.
See what Americans are seeing.
I'm getting rage baited. Hold on. Let me speed it up and see if she was unable to answer the question.
The question was if
actually
she was,
stop talking.
If she
stop
had
talking.
been to the border.
Hey, stop talking. Actually.
I'm sure it's why not visit the border? Why not see what Americans are seeing in this crisis?
Well, we are going to the border. We have to deal with what's happening at the border. There's no question about that. That's not a debatable point. But we have to understand that there's a reason people are arriving at our border and ask what is that reason and then identify the problem so we can fix it.
What do you tell a Guatemalan family?
Was that not her answering the question?
That was not. You can't take one piece of the interview and be like, oh, did she not answer the question?
That was the question you said that she didn't answer.
Have you been to the border? That was not said in that entire clip you just showed.
No, he said, why aren't you going to the border? She's saying that's not her priority. Her priority is finding out why people are going to the border. But that was the task
she was delegated as vice
president. It was not.
Oh my God, that's crazy. You're gonna say no.
What part of government is the border czar located under?
That was her job.
Damn. Anyway, so like I was saying before, border czar is not a real thing. That is a title that was created by Republican pundits and not any governmental body. Okay? That is not a real thing. Her job was to address the people in these Central American countries who were coming to the country. She went down there. She said, do not come. We are not going to be able to let you in. You know that whole meme, do not come? That was Kamala Harris literally addressing the border. Her other job, right, that she did was trying to stabilize these Central American countries in which these people were coming from, because she realized that just saying not to come is not enough and that these people are suffering in these other countries. And if we want to make it so that we lessen the rate of people coming to our borders looking for asylum or looking to come into the country in general, we need to stabilize and find out why they are leaving their countries in the first place. And when we find that out and then fix that issue, they will stop coming. That was her response. That has
I just
always been
don't-
her response. You just gave me an example of her being asked a question in an interview in which she was fully able to answer. What are you talking about?
I disagree. You're taking little bits of what I'm saying and you're spinning it and you're talking
Okay,
over me
okay, so
repeatedly.
again,
it's just not. I
let's
think it's
help.
cool
Let's
to be
help.
to,
Let's
to
help.
debate, but you will not.
I don't care about your critiques of me. I'm gonna be so serious. Your critiques of me mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Your boos mean very little. I do not care. You're wasting breath. Valuable time of life.
Unfair to have people debate and then talk over them.
We can't debate, and you just proved yourself wrong. Okay? So can you find me a substantiation for the statement in which you have made here, in which you have said that Kamala Harris is unable to answer questions fully and concisely? Because that was the most concise answer she could have given.
Like I said, you took one piece of what I said.
That was the
you made
full-
it fit in your context. It was not, because she said
I made reality
nope, and
fit
I haven't
in
been
my
to Europe
context?
either.
That's
I said
that wasn't
the
in
question
this-
was, are
that
you planning to
wasn't-
go to the
that-
border? And she said nope, and I haven't been to Europe either. So you took one piece of
'Cause
what
she
I said
hasn't-
and
'cause
spun
she
it to fit
hasn't-
your
'cause she-
narrative, which isn't fair.
So you didn't tell me that's the clip that you were referring to. Okay, so you were referring to when she said
Yeah,
that she
because I
hadn't-
couldn't talk. You keep muting me and screaming over me.
Okay,
saying
calm down, sis. Okay, fix your roots before you talk to me. Anyway, hold on.
I heard you say don't come, but they're facing the end. There's poverty, there's disease, all these things happening at once. You tell them don't come?
We don't want, listen, I don't think that Americans want people to be exposed to harm if they can avoid it. They're taking the trek from the place that they know that they want to stay. So I'm here in Guatemala to say, what can we do to support people and to give them a sense of hope that help is on the way?
The administration looking to inject billions of dollars in aid to this region to help reduce that migrant surge. In April, nearly 180,000 migrants were apprehended by U.S. Border Patrol, the highest number in 20 years. And more unaccompanied migrant children come from Guatemala than anywhere else.
Over 16,000 unaccompanied children tonight in custody. What's victory look like in this, or what does improvement look like?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And I would suggest to you that we have seen progress already. When we have 12 of the biggest corporations of America who have, I convene them in my office and they have agreed to help us work on this issue. Success so far is the bringing together of community-based organizations, not only in the United States, but here in Guatemala. Today, that was one of my meetings with civil society leaders, to let them know we see them, we understand their concerns about corruption, and we also understand their role of leadership to help us in terms of how we prioritize our work in this region.
So how quickly does this change what we see at the border?
I don't know that we're going to see it. Listen, I've been very clear from the beginning. There's not going to be a quick fix. So we've seen progress. But the real work is going to take time to manifest itself. Will it be worth it? Yes. Will it take some time? Yes.
There's one other topic I wanted to talk to you about. Let me just quickly put a button.
Okay.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
I'm here in Guatemala today. At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making. I'm not discounting the importance of the border.
Well, I mentioned it because I know Republicans have certainly come at you on this, but Democratic Congressman Cuellar has a border district has said to you and the president, come. You need to see this.
Listen, I care about what's happening at the border. I'm in Guatemala because my focus is dealing with the root causes of migration. There may be.
Because this part was so funny, right? Because she's literally saying, he's asking her, when are you going to the border? She's saying, we've already been at the border. He goes, but you haven't been in the border. She says, I've been in fucking Guatemala. What are you talking about? Like, she's literally, because she's attacking the root causes of the main people who are coming here. Her job was not to go to the border. Her job was to go to the country.
I don't think her job was to go to foreign countries.
That was literally
as vice president of the United States.
The job of the vice president is to take upon diplomatic acts when the president himself cannot do so, right? And she did exactly that, right? Her job was literally to address these countries.
Okay,
So
I don't think you're
that's
very
why
good at
she
debating.
said. That's why she said.
You have your fucking mic there. You just screaming that shit and don't let anyone else get a single thought out.
I'm
It's
responding
not
to
very-
what you said, and you don't have a lot of thoughts to get out. Let's be so for real here.
I do. You haven't given me a chance to expand on
Okay,
it.
then,
You're like,
okay, then go ahead and respond to that.
concede.
Go ahead and respond to that. I'll give you some time, but tell me. I want you to tell me like the document or the speech or declaration from President Biden that said that her job was to go to the border. Go ahead. I'll play Simmons while I'm waiting. Oh, I'm just gonna wait for you to get a source. Okay. Taylor, are you wait, hold on. Did you leave or are you wrong one. Taylor, are you still here or did you leave? Taylor?
I'm still here.
Are you getting a source?
Yeah.
I'll take it away. You got 30 seconds. Let's go. Right. Okay. Well, when you find all that nothing, you better come back. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, sweetie, it's me again. How are you? Hey, girl.
What is this? We really need to have a conversation about the incel dumb within queer spaces. And how a lot of young queer men are still incels. Hi, how old are you?
21.
You're speaking very quiet.
21. I'm 21.
Can you speak up?
I'm on my iPad.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
The healthcare and the tax cuts.
I don't trust that you're worth talking to. Let's go on to the next person. Healthcare and tax cuts. Those two things have never existed within one bill under Donald Trump, okay? Oh my God, we're at 730 follows. Can we get to 1,000, please? How old are you? Fetus. Let's go on to the next person, yo.
Yo, I'm 19.
What year were you born?
2006.
19? 2006? Okay. 2006?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. I'm sorry. My math was off. Are you sure? Isn't that it?
Yes,
Is it 07 or 06?
Like nigger.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. Jesus. Jeez. I didn't know. I'm not good at math. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Anyway, chat. I would require some reparations. Cash that Venmo at the top there.
I don't support Trump, but I just came to say I like your room.
Thank you. I appreciate you. These things can always be DMs. Please do not interrupt the live to tell me a trivial compliment, please. I would appreciate that. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I just wanted to say, like, fuck Trump, fuck Israel.
Let's go on to the next person, y'all.
Hello?
Hello? All right, that person's not here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. The lip gloss is spicy. How old are you? Hello? All right, that one's weird. Block it, I guess. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hi, how old are you? All right, that person's not here, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more people in here. Yeah, people just kind of creep me out.
Sweetie,
you're already up here. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Mods, just block this one. Let's go on to the next person, y'all.
Hello?
How old are you?
Hello?
How old are you?
25. 25.
What year were you born?
1988.
Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Please be patient while we get some more people in here. So like I'm being bombarded by a bunch of like incel children. How old are you?
49.
What year were you born?
76.
Okay. So why do you support Trump? Wait, what?
I said 76. Ma'am, I said 76, not 88.
I'm no. I just don't trust your voice. When did you graduate high school?
I didn't.
When did you go to high school?
I didn't.
You never went to high school?
No.
Yeah, that's not a 40-year-old. Let's go on to the next person. It's not a 40-year-old. That was straight up like a 17-year-old kid. Hi, how old are you?
25.
Where year were you born?
1999.
Okay. So why do you support Trump?
I don't support him.
Oh. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Wait, wouldn't that be 26? I don't know how to do math, chat. I don't know how.
Low
Give me a
tech
book.
fade.
I'll read a book. I don't know what you're talking about. Give me a book. I'll read a book. Give me a number. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. 19. Yeah, okay, I was right. How old are you?
I'm 14, but Jesus loves everyone here.
No, he doesn't. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hail Satan. Hail Satan, chat. Can I get a W666 in the chat? Thank you. W666. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
13th of January 2007.
Cool. So why do you support Trump?
I'm just saying it's a massive L for being American overall. Like you have Trump in power. Like imagine.
A massive
you're probably
what?
gonna get. It's a massive L to be American overall.
L?
You're probably gonna get nuked before you know it.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
I would shout her up.
You would
I
what?
would shout her up.
I would
If
what?
I were you, I'll shout her up because you got Trump in power. So
Shout her up?
Yeah, you get what I mean. You're probably gonna get bombed because you got Trump in power. So I'll be careful. I'd be Oh my god, you're so slow. I would be
I'm
careful.
not. You say L and you say owl. And I'm supposed to understand you? Oh, shelter up. I thought you were saying shout her up. I said, who's shouting at me? How old are you?
Fanny, go fuck yourself.
You're mad. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Bro. W666 in the chat, y'all. How old are you? Alright, that person's not here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. Give it a second. Not the Christians fighting in the chat. You're not winning that.
Nigger!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hi, how old are you?
You're so annoying.
And yet you're watching me. So not annoying enough.
Yeah, because it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but that means I'm not annoying.
Yes, you are.
That doesn't make any sense though. You're watching me. You're making me money as we speak. Okay. What? Hello? Oh my god, why are the Christians like getting so mad at my chat? No one cares. Nobody cares. Praise hail Satan. Hi, how old are you?
40.
Cool. Satan killed less people. Satan 1, Israel 0. Ah! Anyway, damn. Anyway, so why do you support Trump?
I feel like he better for the black community than the Democrats was.
The racist Donald Trump who refused to house black people and force them off of the floors at his casino is better for black people than Kamala Harris, the black person?
Yes, and she's not black. She's only black for her convenience.
Black. She is black.
No, she's not. She was only black for her convenience.
Hey,
when
buddy,
it was convenient to be
hey,
black,
buddy, really quickly. How many continents are there?
What the continent got to do with you asking me about?
You're perfect for Donald Trump, actually. I just cannot help but think that the rise in conservatism amongst black people... Like, I'm realizing that the rise in conservatism amongst black people is because of the rise in anti-intellectualism within the black community. Tell me I'm wrong. Hi, how old are you?
Hi.
How old are you? Oh, block it. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. You were not funny.
Hi. What's up? I am 25. Yeah. Sadly. And for those ones that
I don't know if you're being serious. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. You don't know when someone's American. If you base whoever's American based upon their accent, you're fucking racist. Hi, how old are you?
Viva la comunista revolution.
Dub. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hail Satan, by the way. Hey, y'all, chat. W. Anyway. Someone said unfollowing because I don't believe in God. That's all it took? Jesus. Dramatic much? How old are you? Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Only join if you support Trump. I don't actually... Guys, I just want to remind you guys, just so we make sense, that...
You'll go to hell, you filthy American.
If I don't believe in God, that means I also don't believe in Satan. And I'm literally only doing it to annoy you. Guys, mods, can you just block this guy? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is about. Like, it doesn't hurt my feeling that I'm American. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't.
I just wanted to say that I hope the political system gets better, and I think you're doing amazing work. I love you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. If you haven't already, follow me, turn on that bell. We have like 760-some followers, new followers today, so love you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's see if we can get to 800 and then 900. See if we can get there. Also, if you haven't already, follow me, turn on that bell. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Okay, good. I had to check if I was like recording. I am. Hi, how old are you? Thank you for the guess.
I'm 19.
What year were you born?
2006, June.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I don't, but Jesus loves everybody here.
No, he doesn't. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I want to let the Christians know. I want to let the Christians know, right, that every single time you come up here and say Jesus loves you, you are creating one less Christian. And I want to let you know that that is one of the worst sins you can commit, right? Any behavior that you do that makes it so that people become less Christian is a cardinal sin. Okay? So whenever you say Jesus loves you, I am going to become further from God. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. You guys don't read your own Bible. That's like one of the worst. The only other being to pull people away from God by repeating his teachings is Satan. Why are you back here? Get off my live. Do you also not have a concept of consent? If I've already kicked you, that means I don't want to talk to you. Do you understand?
You don't want to talk to nobody.
I don't. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Only join the guest request if I've already not spoken to you today. Thank you so much for the gifts. I do appreciate all the love and all the support today, y'all. Thank you so much. Only join the guest request if you support Trump, y'all. I don't care about a bunch of rage-baited Christians. I really don't. I can't. I just can't. I'm trying to care. I just can't. Can people actually debate? Usually no. Unfortunately, usually no. Satan loves you. Yay! 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 Ridiculous. Oh, goodness. It's like Santa Claus for adults. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. It's like written by a madman. Y'all only give it a second, y'all. Only join the guest request if you I'm sorry, 1 second. Yeah, only join the guest request if you support Trump, y'all. Give it a second. Please be patient while we get some more people in here. Oh, it's like the two same people. Mods, if you see anyone that's already been up here and they keep rejoining, you can block them because I don't care for that. Just like kick them the first couple times, and if they're being annoying, just block them. Anyway, y'all, if you only join if you support Trump, y'all. Remember, we are just looking for debates. Only join if you support Trump. We're here to debate some MAGAs, y'all. They're spamming. They don't realize they're making people hate God, and I think that's really funny. And at that point, I think the funniest thing is, like, at that point, it becomes a moment of pride. They're doing it not to bring people closer to God, but out of pride, because they've been challenged. And that is another carnal sin. That's another carnal sin. They're so funny, dude. They're so funny, but thank you for spamming in my chat and running up my live. Anyway, y'all, only join the guest request if you support Trump, y'all. Remember, we are just looking to speak to Trump supporters. If you do want to support me, my Cash App and Venmo's at the top there at Tashika Baby. That's one of the best ways. That's one of the best ways to support me because I get 100% of the proceeds. So, if you want to support me, my Cash App again is Tashika Baby. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell. We are just looking for debates. There's no one in the guest request. 1.6 thousand people. And no guest requests. I hate it here. It's all just followers in here. Love it. She disrespectful about it. I don't care. Saying Hail Satan is not disrespectful. You're just weird. And I'm not, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real with you guys, okay? I don't give a shit. Mods genuinely just block them. I don't care to hear them. Okay, I don't care to hear them speak. I don't care about their reasoning. I don't care about them being in the chat. I don't care if they're a follower. Block them. I don't give a shit. Holy fuck. Anyway, y'all, only join if you're MAGA. Only join if you support Trump.
Oh, sorry. Hello. Yes, I do.
How old are you?
I am 18.
What year were you born?
2007, May 17th.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
So I support Trump for the reason being abortions, right? So I believe that they aren't good because you are like everyone's saying, you are murdering a human being.
Yeah, I don't think you care about whether or not babies get unalived.
Excuse me?
Why did you mute him? Oh, she's 16? Oh. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Sorry. Let's go on to the next person. Give it a second. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me. Turn on the bell. Be patient, y'all. Sorry. I can't see their bios. I can't click on anything. Hi, how old are you? I gotta drop the person. Juan, how old are you? Okay, that person's not here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I'm scared. Kind of. He's already been live. Oh. Hi, how old are you? Okay, that person doesn't know how to be normal. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Hi, how old are you?
27.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Because you're fat and you need fucking braces, you fat.
You're mad. Anyway, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more people in here. Please be patient. Hopefully we'll get some more debates. Hi, how old are you? Most loving Christian chat. Hi, how old are you? Alright, that person's not here, y'all. Please be patient. We'll get some more people in here. Give it a second in the meantime, y'all. Don't forget to keep double tapping on that screen, like and share. If you want to support me, Cash App Venmo in the bio. I mean, not in the bio, and at the top here. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
What year were you born? And speak up.
I forgot.
Okay.
And I don't
Let's go on to the next
Trump.
person. I don't care. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. If it says 18, it does not mean 17. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, I just wanted to say that you're doing a great job, and I love watching your live.
Thanks.
I love watching.
I appreciate you. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I remember we are just looking for debates. How old are you?
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Okay. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Only join if you support Trump. Lord. Guys, a lot of people have stage fright today. How old are you? Okay, let's go on to the next person, y'all. It's because people think that complimenting people is like an okay offense. That's all it is. Hi, how old are you?
18.
Like, even if it goes against a person's boundaries, they think it's like always a good thing to do, and it's not. What year are you born?
2007.
Can you speak up like an adult, please? Okay, let's go on to the next person. I'll give it a second. wowzers, get over yourself. I think setting boundaries is not me
Hello.
thinking that I'm, one second. I think setting boundaries is not me thinking that I'm better than people. I have stated here several times that I am just looking for debates. People tell me I'm pretty all the fucking time. And I think a lot of the time when a woman is pretty and then also does what I do, people feel the need to shower us with compliments. I am telling you that is not what I want. So unless you're like a grapist who doesn't care about consent, I am going to say time and time again that I would rather people not take away what I do for the sake of my looks. I can't not be pretty. Sorry, right? But like, I'm trying to do something. How old are you?
22.
Cool, so why do you support Trump?
Because you're black.
Because I'm black? Is that like an insult? Is that like the best one?
Yeah,
I would have preferred you
hate
call me the straight up N-word.
I hate niggers, sorry.
That was weak as
Fuck
fuck.
niggers.
Yeah, there it is. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Like, what? That was weak. Get over yourself. Come on, dude. How old are you? Hello? Because I'm black? Come on, dude. Come on. Just me.
I'm
Only
sorry,
me?
I joined by accident. I did not mean to join. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all only join if you support Trump. Corny. Corn. Damn. Damn. I don't know whose head that is. How old are you?
You are not pretty. Stop.
I definitely am. I think the fact that you guys are trying to disprove me shows that I am indeed pretty. I think you guys think you need to knock me down a peg. That's never gonna happen. Hi, how old are you?
Hello.
How old are you? How old are you?
You're really pretty. You're really.
Yeah, you're weird. Let's go on to the next person, y'all.
Oh, привет.
Nope. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second.
You're
The
an ugly
attitude is
fat
not pretty.
fucker.
Oh, you're mad. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. The attitude is not pretty. It is. It is. Job. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. What's going on? I said that I'm pretty, and now people think they can disprove that. Hi, how old are you?
18.
Nope.
Yep.
Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hi, how old are you?
You're a bad bitch.
Oh, you're mad. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Mods, go bold. Hi, how old are you? Oh, Mods, block this one. These people are weak. It's like I think it's mainly like high schoolers and like freshmen. Literally.
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh, what year were you born? Unfortunate. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. Oh, you're already up here. Anyway, y'all only join if you support Trump. Oh, Chad, don't get annoyed by them. I'm not annoyed by it. You don't need to get annoyed by it. I feel like a lot of time people are just kind of like odd. But at the end of the day, these people stand for very little. Right? Like they stand for very, very little. And there's not really much you can really do. It is annoying. Well, yeah, but like they're always gonna exist. Like always. There's not really much we can do about it. But again, if you haven't already, follow me, turn on that bell. It tells you every single time I go live. I go live every day at 12, except for like Thursdays. Also, if you want to support me and actually give me something more than just kind words and actual like tangible support, my Cash App and Venmo's at the top there at Tashika baby. That's one of the best ways to support me. But if you do want to debate and you do support Trump, join the guest request. Satan isn't real. I don't care. You feel bad for me? Why do you feel bad for me? Can we actually get a debate on TikTok, buddy? Might be rough. Might be rough. Do I do makeup tutorials? No, I don't. We should pray for her. I mean, you can pray to the dust in the wind all you want, baby. Whatever helps you feel better about yourself. Truly. Also, the thing you're seeing in the background is a bird. It's a bird. Do I have a podcast? No, but I do post my live recordings on YouTube sometimes. How old are you? Oh.
18.
Oh, shit. I muted you. Unmute. Skincare routine? Genetics. My birth name is Zephyr.
Oh, sorry.
What year were you born?
2006, June 27.
Okay, so why do you support...
2006, June 27.
It's okay, so why do you support Trump?
Because you're fat nigger.
Oh, you're mad.
Fat nigger.
Anyway, Mo, I just blocked this one.
Bitch ass nigger.
Let's go on to the next person. I'll give it a second.
Hi.
How old are you?
19.
What year are you born? And where'd you graduate high school?
2006.
When'd you graduate high school?
Yesterday.
No. Let's go on to the next person. I'll give it a second. That was a Christian, by the way. They always are. Come on now. They're like, dude, Quran, Bible, evilest book in the world. Hi, how old are you? Oh, let's go on to the next person. Give it a second, y'all. What is the need? I think people just kind of cannot stand that I don't care. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 29, but your mod just blocked me on my main page that I always watch you on, and I'm not a
Oh.
troll. Can I please get unblocked, please?
Well, just comment what your account is and they'll find you.
I'm the one with the Arthur picture, crash out key, but that was all.
Okay. All right, Mons.
All
If you
right.
can, if
Love
you can,
you.
just fix
Bye.
that. Love you too. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I think for some reason people, they're kind of like monkeys with a ladder, where they just kind of like whenever a person doesn't like prescribe themselves to the standards in which they do, they kind of feel sad or they get mad. I don't know. They get mad and they try to like knock me down a peg, and I don't see why. BLM question mark? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, only join if you support Trump. Why am I so hateful? I just got called the N-word 30 times. I just got called the N-word 30 times with no recourse. Yeah, you're weird, buddy. Anyway, y'all, only join the guest request if you support Trump. Republicans be like, why are you crying? All I did was completely punch you in the face. Like what? What? What are you talking about? They're so weird, dude. They're so weird. I don't think they believe that their behaviors constitute as violence. I don't think they realize that. I think a lot of time people are very disconnected from reality and the other people around them because, you know, typically they feel like, you know, left out of their own communities. You know, like the main reason they talk about why they're Trump supporters is because like a leftist was mean to them one time. It's literally because they don't fit into other spaces, that they seek to make people who say that they're in these leftist spaces feel bad about themselves. It's not because of any kind of moral conviction. It's not because of any kind of like actual policy differences or anything like that. It's literally just because they don't fit into the general public. This is how people would behave if there were no social rules. That's all it is. How old are you?
18.
Can you speak up?
18.
What year were you born?
2005, May 30.
No. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. All right, y'all. People keep joining and leaving. People keep joining and then leaving. I don't know if people are scared. I have no idea. Remember, we are just looking for 18. Crazy as hell. Only join if you support Trump, y'all. And are 18 or older and not, like, weird. You feel bad for me? Why are people so mean? I think feeling bad for me doesn't really do anything for me. And I think telling me that you feel bad for me doesn't do anything for me either. What I do not want from people is sympathy. I think I strive to do this because I know I'm intelligent and I enjoy debates. And I want to, you know, I want to become more like successful in this, like than I already am. I don't care that you feel bad for me. It's fine that you feel bad for me, but you don't do anything for me. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say that in like a rude way, but like, black people don't need nor want your sympathy. How old are you?
20.
What year were you born?
04.
Can you not talk while you're talking to me?
What?
Can you not eat when you're talking to me? Sorry.
Oh. Okay. Hello.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I voted for him, but not like to an extreme extent. Both sides are owned by Jewish communities, so I don't really.
Anyway, y'all only join if you support Trump and not a degenerate. God, I don't think. What? I'm not engaging in that. Not engaging in that one. Not touching that one. Not gonna touch that one. Not gonna touch that one, baby. Y'all only join the guest request if you support Trump. How old are you? Alright, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hi, how old are you?
21.
Mods, go bald. What year are you born?
2004, January 2nd.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I've been on the fence about him ever since I voted for him, but mainly, honestly, I can't even tell you.
Oh, then I don't know why you're up here. Anyway, yeah, only join if you support Trump. Remember, we are just looking for debates. Huh? I don't even know how to read that. I feel like I had a stroke reading that comment. Mons, can you get this one too, please? It's so tiring. Tiring. Damn. Tiring. Oh, should I get like some bubble tea? I've been drinking a lot of bubble tea lately. Like a copious amount of bubble tea. Like a significantly like a treacherous amount of bubble tea. I've been drinking a treacherous amount of bubble tea lately.
Hello?
Bubble tea and boba tea are two different things. How old are you?
I'm 19.
I don't like boba, but I like bubble. Why do you support Trump?
Well, I voted for Trump, but I was wondering why did you kick off the other guy for saying that they were owned by Jews on both sides?
I'd rather not have anti-Semitism on my platform.
But it's APOC, ain't it?
That's not the only people that lobby them. So I think this like weird focus on like Jewish people right now is like anti-Semitism. But anyway, can you actually engage in the conversation? I don't care. Can you actually engage in the I don't care. Can you actually engage in the conversation, please?
Yes, I support Trump, but lobbying should be illegal in the United States, federal.
I agree.
So why are you defending him?
So why do you support Trump?
I mean, I voted for him mainly because of the immigration, but both of them are owned by the same carrier. They just same coin.
If you espouse like the same like anti-Semitism, like anti-Semitic rhetoric, I'm just gonna kick you.
Define anti-Semitism.
This like odd like focus on like Jewish people and the way that they lobby. Everyone lobbies us. We have foreign influence 24/7, and it's not. It is some Chinese companies do, but like, and it's literally not just like Jewish people. It's not. I think the focus on them. I'm not arguing this with you. I'm not gonna do that. But I think the focus on Jews is really weird.
What Chinese lobbyist does this compared to?
I'm gonna go on to the next person. I'm genuinely not gonna engage with that. Hi, how old are you?
29.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I believe in the fact that he's, bringing prayer into the White House. It's something. I think it's good to have those type of morality.
Yeah, that's vague. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't see that in the news, right? Ever before any meeting, things like this, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Be specific.
Prayer.
Prayer?
Yes.
What about it?
He's bringing this into the White House. I think
isn't that a bad thing?
It's a good thing to do. So that's like one thing that I think it's.
Is
I
that you
agree
or
that
me?
he's doing. Huh?
Oh, it is you. Your audio is awful.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but your audio is awful. Yeah. So he's bringing the church back into the White House. Isn't that like against the Constitution?
Well, don't they have to put their hands in the Bible to swear into office?
You can put your hand on anything.
Well, but they do specifically the scriptures, right? The Bible.
It depends. It depends on the It depends on like whoever's the president's religion. But you can swear on the Quran as president.
So I think right.
You can swear.
anything,
You can swear on a Dr. Seuss book.
Right, you can swear on anything, but the fact he's swearing in the scriptures is something that I think is good, right?
No,
And
he
then,
actually didn't swear on the Bible.
That's what they do.
You don't need to swear on the Bible.
Okay, so that's something that I think is good. And
But President Trump did not. Hey, so a person is talking to you. I need you to engage in what I'm saying. President Trump did not have his hand on the Bible.
Prove it.
The picture.
I don't know. Is there proof that you have as well for against that? 'Cause that?
Let's go on to the next person. I don't think you're worth it. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. There's the you mean like the inauguration. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, and not only do I support Trump, I adore him.
I don't care. How old are you?
I am 60 years old.
All right, so not a lot of time left
64.
anyway. So why do you support Trump?
Well, because right off the bat, he went to the UN, and this was first elected, went to the UN and laid it down and made us first and told them that he's not going to, they're not going to be everybody to go there, and we're not going to pay them to go there and vote against us. And right then, I started liking him.
What are you talking about?
He put us first, man. He told everybody, all the countries at the UN, that we were paying to be there, paying their way to be there.
What are you
and
talking
they were
about?
voting against us.
What
They
are you
were voting against us.
What are you referring to?
I'm referring to
paying who for what? What are you saying to me?
all the countries, a lot of the countries that are in the UN, the United Nations, we pay them to be there, and
We don't
they
pay
vote
the
against
United Nations to exist.
I didn't say we paid the United Nations. I said we pay some of the countries. We give them tons
Pay
of
who to be where? Exist? No, we don't.
We give them tons of money.
Not to
And they vote
exist.
against us. No, not to exist, but they vote against us, and we stop doing
Vote
that.
against us in what?
Whatever they're voting for.
Name one thing they voted against us on.
God.
Oh my
Did you see
god.
it?
Oh my
See it?
goodness.
You didn't see it when Nikki Haley was there, right?
What did they vote against us on?
Did you see when Nikki Haley was there?
What did they vote against us on? Tammy, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you, y'all. We got like 1 hour left in the live. What did they vote against us on?
I'll tell you another reason. Because
I didn't ask you for another reason. What did they vote against us on?
doesn't matter what they voted against us on. Why does that matter? They
Because you
voted
said that
against
they were voting against us and you liked him because he got us out of that.
Yeah, he told them that we're not
So
going
what
to pay
did so what did they vote against us on?
anymore if they're going to vote against us.
What did they vote against us on?
Oh, tons of things. Why does that matter?
Name one thing.
Why does that matter?
Because you said that they voted against us. I'm asking you to name the thing.
They did. They voted.
Okay, so name one thing they voted against us on.
What does that matter?
Because you said that they voted against us. What did they vote against?
All right. You want me to go and look it up?
Yes.
Gonna take 2
Yes, I
minutes.
do.
That'll take time.
It might for your geriatric ass, but like it's what do they vote against us on?
Now you're gonna call me names, huh?
I said you're geriatric, and you are.
Yeah, that's calling me names.
That's not. That's a fact. That's your state of development.
That's what liberals revert to.
I'm not a liberal.
Calling names. Well, yeah, you are. You're acting like one.
There's no way a liberal acts. A liberal is like a capitalist.
Well, liberals revert to calling names. That's what you do.
So Donald Trump is a liberal?
Nope.
Donald Trump doesn't call names?
He used to be.
Donald Trump doesn't call names to this day?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Samantha, thank you so much for the $25 cash app for the grifting fund and for the reparations. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, so what did the UN vote against us on?
I can't tell you specifics right this minute. And
So when Donald Trump goes over there and says that like they were voting against us, you just believed him for no reason?
Donald Trump didn't go anywhere. The UN is in the United States. They come here, and Nikki Haley was the representative for us, and she went there and told them that if we're going to give you money, then you're not going to vote against us, or we're not going to give you money.
Vote
anymore.
against us on what?
She didn't say.
Okay, so the thing they voted against us on was a ceasefire.
Okay, there you go.
No. The United States voted against a ceasefire.
And everybody voted for it? We're talking about what people voted against us on.
Right, and they voted against us on ending a conflict and ending a war. Not ending a war, but having a ceasefire in a war.
Okay, there it is.
So you don't want a ceasefire?
I didn't say that.
So so the United States was making a bad vote.
I don't care about that.
So you don't care about there being a ceasefire and us not having to keep sending them money?
What I care about is giving countries money and them voting against us.
So wait, because we give other countries money, they should vote to continue a war?
They should vote with us, yes.
So they should have also voted to not for us to not get a ceasefire.
Donald Trump never voted for...
Tammy, thank you so much for the $5 cash. I appreciate you. And, wait, did I already say thank you? Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa, shut up! Whoa! I didn't... These all... Jonah, thank you for the $5. DePolly, thank you for the $50 Venmo. My god, okay. Carissa, thank you for the $15 Venmo. And Tammy, thank you for the $5 Venmo. And Arthur requested $20. I'm not fucking giving you $20, Arthur, okay? Anyway, thank you, gifters. Thank you all so much. W gifters in the chat. Okay, someone's gonna be $50 for Boba. Thank you. Anyway, so you're saying to me right now that the United States voted to continue a war that your taxpayer dollars are going to go pay for?
No, I don't believe that.
That's literally what it says.
No.
That's literally what they that is literally what they voted against us on.
They voted against us on all kinds of things.
This is the only thing.
No, it's not the only thing.
The UN... Oh, sorry. Actually, no. The UN General Assembly voted against the United States on 2 key resolutions in recent times. One resolution condemning Russia's aggression in Ukraine and demanding the return of Ukrainian territory. Saw the U.S. voting with Russia. Additionally, the U.S. voted against a UN resolution demanding a ceasefire in Gaza and the release of hostages. The United States voted... I'm sorry, stop talking, please. Stop talking when I'm talking, old man. Anyway, the United States voted against holding Russia accountable and getting a ceasefire.
I'm talking about when he was first elected. His first term,
this is under Trump. So the United States voted against getting a ceasefire, right? The United States voted against a ceasefire and Russia. And for Russia.
I don't like Ukraine anyways.
You think we should allow for our biggest foreign adversary, aside from like China, to take over more land, to become more powerful and be able to attack us more regularly?
Do you ever heard of the Cuban Missile Crisis? We agreed.
Were you alive during that time?
Yes, I was.
I'm sure you were.
They had missiles in Cuba 80 miles from our shore.
Callie thinks we put a $10 cash up. I appreciate you. Go ahead, brother.
They agreed to... we agreed to not put missiles on their doorstep if they would take them off ours. And what did we do? We put missiles on their doorstep.
So that's not... So, okay, so you're not grasping. So, are you referring to like the agreement between like Ukraine and Russia? Russia literally broke that treaty. They literally broke that agreement with the invasion of Ukraine. The point was to acknowledge that Ukraine is a sovereign country and that they cannot be encroached upon. Right? They also are able to like do everything they did. There's no evidence that Ukraine actually violated the agreement between them and Russia. It was Russia that invaded them.
No, I know, but we violated our agreement with Russia.
Who gives a fuck? They're our enemy.
We made an agreement with them. And
Yes, we have
violated it.
diplomacy with our enemies. They're still our foreign adversary. So are you saying that we should allow for our foreign adversary to gain more land and power? Thomas, thank you so much for the $5 cash. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, baby. That's another one to the grifting fund. Thank you.
It's not up to us what other countries do.
It unironically is. So okay, so you would let your enemy become more become more powerful and become like a more powerful superhero. I'm superhero. Superpower. Sorry. You would allow for your foreign adversary to become like a stronger superpower and like attack you. Are you a psychopath?
It doesn't matter how powerful they become because we are the badass motherfuckers in this world, and we'll take on.
We are badass motherfuckers because we don't allow other people to also become badass motherfuckers. That's literally why the United States is so powerful, is because we literally destroy anyone with a better economy than ours, or that is approaching any level of peace. That is why.
Well, we got shit
we
everywhere.
destroy countries in their infancy.
It doesn't really matter what they want to do.
So you would allow for Russia to become more powerful. You would allow for a dictatorship to become more powerful and take over land and get more resources.
I would allow whatever the hell they wanted to do.
You know, I don't even care. You don't even get medicated. You don't even get Medicare anymore. I don't. Somebody said Buddy only got 10 summers left. Chat. Anyway, y'all, follow me if you haven't already. Remember, we are just looking for debates.
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Cool, so why do you support Trump?
Well, I support Trump. I was hearing the previous conversation with what's going on. You believe separation of state needs to happen in politics, right?
Separation of state? What do you mean? Separation of state from what?
Like involvement in our government, in our legislation. You believe that this should be separated, right?
Not entirely.
Would you agree
I think they should be very closely connected, actually.
Would you agree that religion being a lobbyist into our country should be banned?
I think lobbying should be banned. I think when we look at the rates in which, like the average American citizen is able to get what they want out of policy, we see that over time, that difference between like companies getting what they want out of policy and the average person is very low, and it's because of lobbies. I think I don't see how we don't. Ever since I was a child, I've always seen a big issue with that. I don't see why it is just like allowed and normalized that you can like bribe politicians. I think that's insane.
I agree. But my thing is, you kicked two people that were criticizing it as anti-Semitism when it wasn't.
They were not just, if they were just criticizing lobbying, then that'll be fine. But when they have a particular focus on Jewish people, it is anti-Semitism. Get over it.
I mean, it's time for America to wake up. Who's owning us?
There it is. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. You see what I mean? It's such a disingenuous argument. It's so disingenuous. It's so disingenuous. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. How old are you?
Hi, I'm under 18, but I just want to say fuck Trump and
Chill.
come on.
You're gonna get me in trouble. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Decorum. Oh my god. Yeah, that old guy got about 10 summers left, bro. He got about 2 sperm cells and 10 summers left. Hi, how old are you?
Shut up, fat ass.
Oh, you're mad. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more people in here. In the meantime, guys, what's my Venmo? It's above the prompt here. Tashika, baby. Again, thank you all so much for all the love and all the support today. You guys are incredibly generous. I love you all, genuinely. I'm looking at these and I'm like, I'm blushing. If I wasn't so dark, I would blush. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 18.
Okay. Yeah. So, why do you support Trump?
Started supporting. Did I cut out?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
There it is again.
Give me a moment, please. Sorry.
Okay. Well, let's go on to the next person while we're waiting for them. What's my Cash App? My Cash App and Venmo is Tashika Baby at the top there above the prompt. Hi, how old are you?
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Am I on? Oh
Is
my! Oh my gosh! This is the first time for me. I'm 21. Did you ask me another question? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Why do you support Trump?
You know, I kind of am shy about ever saying it because people kind of freak out when
No, I
you
think it's supposed
say.
to $10. I appreciate you. Go ahead. Sorry.
But if I may, like, he's so authentic. If you listen to like YouTube of him being on Oprah, like when he's like 36 years old, he literally says the exact same things that he says today, the same way. So like, love him or hate him, he's authentic, and I just find that very rarely do we see anyone like that, let alone a politician.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, and I actually don't think that we should look at whether or not a person is honest about how much they hate like minorities, as whether or not it does sound like AI, doesn't it?
No, because this is Oprah. This is Oprah. I mean, you can look at it for, I mean, it's literally her.
Andrea, thank you so much for the $10 Venmo. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something isn't right. Something isn't right. Something isn't right. I don't know if I trust it. That sounded like it's something sounds weird. Hi, how old are you? And then they said that they're Oprah.
I was just on here. I'm 18.
Oh, cool. So yeah, why do you support Trump?
Well, the reason I started supporting him in the first place was like just how he presented himself off the jump. You know,
I don't think it has anything. I don't see why any rational person would care about how he presents himself if it is the case that he has zero efficacy.
Well, when you're first running, he came out the blue, right? No one expected him to run for presidency.
I don't care about his Disney level come up. I'm asking you about. I don't care that he inspires you because a billionaire become president. I don't care.
I'm not saying he inspires me or anything.
I want you to talk about policy and efficacy. I don't give a fuck about his character. I don't agree that he has a good character, and I don't care that he's charismatic.
You're not asking about his policies. You're asking.
I have always been asking about his policy. I don't care about his come up story.
Well, then you should have that in your caption, no?
Oh man, guy can't read. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. I support him because I think he has a really good A and B plot, and I think the ending was pretty fire. What are you, 5 years old? Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Hispanic Trumpians make me laugh. They're really funny. How old are you?
I'm 19.
What year were you born?
2005.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
I had a question because I understand that you oppose Trump, right? So the first question is, did the president have effect on the grocery prices?
No.
No. Okay. So I want to understand why when the market prices dropped 3 months ago.
Market is in store or market is in stocks?
Stocks, the SPY, right? The stock of the SP 500. It dropped 3 months ago to around 500, and y'all said that Trump is horrible because of this. He doesn't know anything about economy.
Because these things keep dropping because he keeps announcing tariffs and then not announcing tariffs. It is a 1-to-1 why these things keep dropping, and then going up and then dropping again. And then on top of that, he also he also announced and enacted the blanket tariffs where he's tariffing deficits to every other country. This also killed the stock market as well. So yes, it was directly because of Trump that these things happened.
Yeah, and now when the SPY is rising, even though he said that he will apply the tariffs in August 1st. It's still very strong and...
well, the tariffs have not been enacted yet. They were strong when he was announcing it before he enacted it, but upon enacting it, it immediately dropped.
Yeah, but he said that he will apply it on August 1st. It's like in 2 weeks.
I know, and the same thing happened before, where it didn't go down, but upon it actually being enacted, it went down immediately. This is not like an actual argument.
It is an actual argument because people, like the investors, are not stupid. They know that if you
Right, they're not stupid, and they're not going to start cutting off their money before anything actually happens. They've seen before that Donald Trump keeps doing it and then taking it away. A lot of the time, they use it to their own advantages, by like with the manipulation of the market and the increased volatility. But as of right now, just because it hasn't gone down immediately, because this thing that's supposed to happen in 2 weeks hasn't happened yet, doesn't mean that these things don't actually affect the market and are not a direct cause of his actions.
Yeah, but listen, if we look in the year to date, the stock market, the SPY went 6%, 6.67% up, right, in 38.98 dollars. So like, if he is actually a bad president, why is it like up? Just doesn't make sense to me.
It was also up under Biden, but people will say that Donald Trump is better than Biden, or that Biden was one of the worst presidents. These things are not always indicative of whether or not a president is good or not. I don't even say that these things are indicative of whether or not a president is good or not. I don't know why you're arguing this. I've never made that argument. Never.
So like 3 months ago, in April, when the stock market was 500, it doesn't determine that if Trump is a good president or not.
The president does not always have control over stock prices, no. But the things that they do can affect the stock market, like putting a blanket fucking tariff on every country we have a deficit with, even if that country has no people.
Of course, the president have some effect. I agree. So that's
okay, but they do not have complete control over everything that happens. No one has ever made the argument that Donald Trump has complete control over the market. What people are saying is that he is manipulating the market.
But if he indeed would be like the worst president ever,
he is the worst president ever.
People wouldn't believe in the market of the United States. People wouldn't believe in the
people are slowly not believing in the market of the United States under Donald Trump because he keeps manipulating the market. I don't know why you keep saying this. There is huge distrust in the American dollar currently.
Yeah, but if you look again in the SPY stock, it's still
who gives a fuck? It doesn't just because I don't know what you're talking about here. Just because the S&P 500 is like not doing particularly bad, it doesn't mean that Donald Trump is a good president.
But he's not bad.
He is a bad president. He is literally collapsing our economy. Not everything in our fucking world is centered around that is a bad president. That's what a bad president would do. Not everything in the world is centered around stocks. I need you to go touch grass.
So can you determine how he's destroying the economy entirely?
By one, getting rid of substantial things like Medicaid for over 17 million people. The fact that he's trying to deport a significant portion of our population that makes up a significant level of our economy. This is very important. I think the fact that he wants to destabilize this is based off of like what merit. The fact that he goes against against brown people specifically, says that there's a fucking genocide going on in South Africa, which there is not. The fact that the people who support him, typically that are like alt-right, authoritarian white nationalists, you don't see those types of people who are on the left. I think there's a reason for that. I think there's a reason that he's the president which they support the most. But yeah, he's making our insurance more expensive. He's making us lose trade. Yeah, that's a bad president. He also can't read.
He can't. Okay, so you're arguing that deporting people is very bad for the economy and destroying the country, right?
That is not all I said, but I think deporting a bunch of people and wasting money and government on this type of like government expenditure is very much going to hurt our economy.
Yeah, deporting bunch of people is bad for the economy. That's what I understood. Can you correct me or?
Yeah. Awesome. Deporting a bunch of people is bad for the economy. I guess.
So Obama was probably the worst president ever because he deported 3 million people.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Obama did not deport like non-criminals. I'm not against deportation. I think it's fine for us to have like deportation. I think that's fine. I think it's fine for us to deport people if it is the case that we make these things easier. He did not target non-people. He did not raid entire states and then threaten the governors of said states with prosecution for being a sanctuary state, right? And he also gave these people due fucking process. So no, he would not be the worst president in the world. Stop talking when I'm talking. He would not be the worst president in the world. You can critique Obama. I don't know why you said Obama like I love Obama.
Yeah,
I don't know why you brought that up.
Because he's a Democrat.
I'm not a fucking Democrat.
So what are you?
So here's my issue with people like you. You argue because you assume who I am, and then you argue that person. You assume who I am, and then you argue against that. I don't fucking like Obama. Okay? So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Because I knew about like two main parties.
Yeah, but just because I don't like Trump, it doesn't mean that I like Obama. I think Obama is leagues better than Trump. I think Biden is leagues better than Trump. Trump is still bad. I also have my critiques of Obama as well. Why you think I'm like in a cult and wouldn't is weird.
Okay, so you're not Republican or you're not Democrat. Can you just explain what are you?
I don't need to be anything. I don't like either party. Okay. I vote based upon policy and whether or not I think the candidate is worth it.
So, okay, let me ask you a question. Just clarify. I don't really understand.
That is the clarification. I don't like either party. I do not align with either party.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
I need to know what you are so I know how to attack you, literally. Like, you do not need to hold to a particular party.
Yeah, I don't really.
So stop asking me that question. I just told you I don't like either. I do not hold to any particular party.
Okay, I just wanted to understand your views, right?
No, you wanted to know if I align with a particular party so you knew how to critique me, but you can't because I don't align to any particular party. So let it go.
Okay, no problem. So, for example, do you support the United States giving money to foreign countries which are allies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you support the United States giving money to Israel?
If it is the case that they needed to defend themselves, then yeah. But as of right now, I think it is a waste of government expenditure.
So, like, you do support the United States giving money after the 7th of October?
I think it's fine for us to give them things like equipment so they'll be able to like better protect themselves. I think groups like Age Group are a threat, and Israel does need ways to defend itself against the many countries around them that don't like them. And if it is the case that they are our ally, then we should protect them. I think that the ways in which they protect themselves is relevant, though.
Appreciate your opinion. I thought you were gonna say something else, but I appreciate your opinion. So, okay, guess that's it.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Anyway, give it a second, y'all. We have like 20 minutes left on the live stream. Hi, how old are you? Hello, how old are you? Okay, I don't think that person's here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Am I posting this to YouTube? I am. Maybe tonight. Alright, that person's not here, y'all. Let's go on to the next person. Thank you all so much for the love and all the gifts today, y'all. Did I mute my phone? Uh-oh. I hope I didn't miss anyone that gifted me. If I did, I am so sorry. I really do appreciate you. Sometimes it makes the noise. Sometimes it doesn't. It's really annoying. Hi, how old are you? Bree, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much. Thank you. W Bree. Are you there, Kelly? Guess not. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please be patient while we get some more people in here, y'all. In the meantime, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me, turn on that bell. Such every single time I go live, y'all. We will be live tomorrow, same time, 12. Hi, how old are you?
Can you hear me?
How old are you?
I'm 20.
What year were you born?
2005.
Okay, so, yeah, why do you support Trump?
Well, I don't agree with the immigration stuff. But
Can
I
you,
agree with the economy stuff, like cutting the taxes for business, and just raising tariffs on first.
you're not funny. Like the most unfunny person. Do you typically cheapen every conversation you engage in? I almost said something crazy. I'm just gonna drop you. I almost said something really bad. Darth Sammy, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. It's not making the noise again. Thank you, Darth. I appreciate you. What's my YouTube? Hold on. My YouTube is Tashika Ann. TASS. I forgot to spell my name. TASHIKAANNE. Tashika Ann on YouTube, y'all. It's in my link tree in my bio. Shit. I need to go to bed. Anyway, how old are you?
19.
Wait, were you born?
14th of April, 2006.
Okay, so why do you support Trump?
Because I actually don't. I just love what you're doing. So I know I'm about to get kicked, but goodbye. I love what you're doing.
Okay, thank you. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. No, it's 2 A's. It's Tashika. AANN. AANNE. Hi, how old are you? A little Irish child. A little Irish child comes to thank me. This person's not here, y'all. Y'all, we don't have anyone in the guest request. I don't know why. Oh. It's rough out here. It's rough. The hatred does build. The hatred does build. I wonder why. It's because a lot of people are like genuinely imbeciles. I think a lot of people seek to engage in conversations that they think they'll be successful in, and I don't think that they ever think they're going to be successful with me. Would I ever go back to Jubilee? Yeah, when you give me $1,000. When you guys give me $1,000, I will go back on Jubilee. Y'all, join the guest request, only if you support Trump, y'all. Jesus. Does Jubilee pay? No. In one stream? I guess. But I'm not going back on that show for fucking free. You kidding me? You fucking kidding me? You want me to fly coast to coast for free? No. Do I have a Patreon? No. Yeah, literally the way Jubilee pays people that aren't like super popular is exposure. So like if you have like the popular people, like the people who go viral, they typically pay those people to come back. Everyone else, you get like $30 max. No. I'm not streaming today. So everyone else, like, genuinely... Mods, fucking block this degen. But everyone else typically, everyone else typically just, like, if you're not popular, they don't give a fuck. They won't even know your name. They don't even know your name. If there's no request, I guess I'll just end early. We only have, like, 10 minutes left. Oh! But yeah.